Make sure we're good. We're good. I think we should be live. I think we should be live. I got the Terry McLaurin up. Got the Terry McLaurin up. I think we're live. I think we're good. All right, bet. We got King Sean first, Rich second. Yeah, definitely make sure I go subscribe to Rich's YouTube channel. I have it as the pinned comment at the top. Did that right before I started live streaming. Why, Brody? Why every time I start live streaming you want to come? You want to pull up? What is that? What's good, Casper? Boy, J Mon was happening. Go sub to Rich's YouTube channel. Yeah, y'all definitely go make sure y'all subscribe to that boy Rich, bro. He putting out content, y'all. He ain't playing. He ain't playing. What's good, Sean? What's good, Mark Kempton? Yeah, again, Matthew Stafford, like I keep saying, is about my... Well, I say best case scenario, I say Matthew Stafford is my third option. Because that's assuming if you trade up for Trey Lance and Zach Wilson, they're as great as I think they'll be. And that's assuming Deshaun Watson won't go for an arm and a leg. But Matthew Stafford is a good, like, he's the safest option. You never know if Trey Lance and Zach Wilson won't be as great as I think they will, even though I do really think so. And then Deshaun Watson is going to cost at least 3 first-round picks. So, definitely, Matthew Stafford's definitely the safest option. Not my favorite, but hey, I'm down, man. I'm definitely down. What's good, hell to the 445? What's good? John Shaw, what's happening, y'all? Oh yeah, bet. I'll put the link. Yeah, I'll pin the link comment. Replace pin. I'll change it. I'll change it to that. What's good, Michael Starkey? What's good? Hey, Aja, you not supposed to be moving this much with this cone on your head. But she acting like she's not injured. Said anybody but Cam. Hey, Slick, bro. I love Cam to death. Again, favorite quarterback of all time, but can't do it. He doesn't have it anymore. He does not have it anymore. He's too beat up. Too many hits on his body, man. Well, and what's good, Jimbo? What's good, Josh Fields? First priority is resigning Brandon Scherff. He said he really loves Ron Rivera, and that's what Ron Rivera brings to this team. Cause Brandon Scherff is probably still going to ask for a lot of money per year. But it may be a little bit less just literally because people love Ron Rivera. People love playing for him. It's like everybody feels like a unit. Everybody feels like a team, like a family. So I think Brandon Scherff would take less money to play with us than rather more money to play with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And that's the type of thing Ron Rivera brings to your team. And then you get somebody like a Matthew Stafford or a Deshaun Watson. Now you can do the same thing with potential outside free agents. Like you get Matthew Stafford especially I know for a fact Deshaun Watson. Maybe Matthew Stafford. Then guys like Allen Robinson are like, hey, I might take a little less money to try to get this Super Bowl with them over there. You know what I'm saying? So Ron Rivera is already doing that for players currently on the team. He might do that for a couple of players not on the team. But I know for a fact, like wide receiver wise, Deshaun Watson will make people fight for a chance to get on this team. But Matthew Stafford will probably still bring some people too, though, for real. What's good, Josh Fields from Richmond, Virginia? That's what's happening. Same time zone. I'm far away, but same time zone. But yeah, I do want to resign. I'm one of those people that does want to resign Brandon Scherff. I know there's like quite a bit of fan base that doesn't, not really too passionate about resigning him and prefer probably not to. Think he's not worth $15 million a year. And I understand because he misses game. Like you're not gonna get 16 games out of him. But I mean, Brandon Scherff when he's on the field is really good. What's good, Luck? That boy pulled up like a New Yorker with the yerb. Rico, who you got winning today? I have honestly. I hate going with number 1 seeds, but the Chiefs just look better. I mean, it depends on Pat Mahomes if he's actually healthy. But I think the Chiefs are better than the Bills. And then the Packers are just better than the Buccaneers, I think. I honestly do feel that way. What time does everybody play? Let me see. What time does everybody play? Because I honestly don't even know. I don't even look. Where we at? Oh, 6:40. So we got... Let me see. So we got 1 at 6:40. Seymour. 6:40. Oh, 3:05 and 6:40. So literally right as I'm like basically when I'm ending my stream, the Bucks and Packers game is gonna start up. Okay, that's cool. That's cool with me. That makes sense. So 3:05 and 6:40. That's some awkward times, but okay, that's cool with me. Cool, you said facts. What's good, Jones? Justin Coffee was happening. Pete the Subs, bro. That was a great year, bro. We moving up. We moving up, man. For real. For real. I got the Bills and Packers winning. I can see an argument for either one though, because I can see the Buccaneers beating the Packers just because the Buccaneers defense is boom or bust. I mean, they either literally play like the best defense in the NFL, easily top 3, or they play like a top 20 defense. You know what I'm saying? They're the most. It just depends on how big they show up. And the way they did the Packers earlier in the season, you know what I'm saying? They could repeat that. They have the formula for, stopping. Well, not stop. Well, no, that's pretty much kind of stopping Aaron Rodgers. Doing what as good as a defense can do against somebody as talented as Aaron Rodgers, basically. They have the formula. And then the Bills, I think if you take away Josh Allen and Pat Mahomes, the Bills are a better team than the Chiefs, easily, in my opinion. I think Pat Mahomes is just that different to where it's hard for me to pick against Pat Mahomes. So, but like again, I mean, nobody knows for sure. This has to be like the hardest week to bet. This has to be the hardest week to bet as far as all season long, as far as who to pick. Because honestly, I don't know. For real. Where we at? Pizza got the. What's good, Shade Me lately, man? Appreciate that. What's good? I want Deshaun, but if he doesn't wind up staying with the Texans, he might go to the Jets. He said, I saw somewhere that he actually refuted that. Like that he wants to go to the Jets thing was not like true. He said like I don't want to. What's good, Aaron? What's good? Nathan was happening. Yeah, the NFL refs let Cam get brutalized every week, bro. They did my dog dirty, especially in the Super Bowl, bro. I'm still mad about that Super Bowl. They rigged that and forced that for Peyton Manning to win. That was ridiculous. I'll never forget the NFL for that. My boy Cam should have a ring by now. My boy Cam should definitely have a ring by now. Hey, y'all gotta agree on something because y'all can't be fighting. And Aja, you're injured. Go do something. No, Aja, go. Leave him alone. Brody, let her have it. Alright, Aja. He's already playing with this, so I'm moving you. I'm gonna assume you're in the lane. You're going over here. Say he's too old. I don't want Matt Stafford. He's too old. He's not that old though. He's gonna be 33 in February. That's not bad. That's still like, in your prime. It's towards the end of your prime nearish, but he's still in his prime technically. What's good, Andreas? Trade a second for Stafford. Yeah, I don't want to trade. I don't love Stafford enough to trade it first. I'm sorry. If that's what it takes, I'm good. I prefer to take that first and trade up and get a Trey Lance or Zach Wilson. I'm sorry. Who y'all got winning? That's all I'll give up. Yeah, the same for me. I'll do a second and some other stuff, but I'm not giving a first or like a top player. I'm not doing that. What's good, Reggie Reg? What's good, Aaron Scott? What's happening? He said, throw me a wrench. Sign Brandon to a 4 or 5 year deal. Sign Darby to a 3-year deal. I'm cool with that. Definitely cool with that. And Reggie Reg, bro, I'm trying to make it like an super exclusive thing, bro. You gotta super put in work. You know what I mean? Like super promoting the channel and everything. I got Bills and Packers winning. I can see that. First pick, Kadarius Toney, wide receiver from Florida. I still haven't done an extensive film session on him. What's good, DC Big Oso? What's good? Welcome back. All I hope is Martin and Marty can find just as many late round gems as Kyle Smith. Please. What's good, Patrick West? Chiefs and Packs. 305. That's the area code over there. And 640. Over here, what's 770? 404. 678. And then we had a new one. We have a new one. I forgot what it was. They did like a new one recently. I can't even remember what it is because I don't know anybody with that area code, but forgot. It's like a random, weird, awkward area code. But yeah, we're 404 770 678. Matthew Stafford will help us. Give him another receiver and watch what happens. Yeah, definitely think Matthew Stafford is a top 15 quarterback, arguably top 10. He just hasn't had great teams in Detroit, even for the little time that he had Megatron. The whole team just sucked in general. Mahomes cleared for concussion protocol, but has turf toe. Okay. Packers get slapped by the Bucks in regular season. I think Tampa Bay got this. It's not about to be a blowout. What is your worst case scenario for what? For as far as quarterback goes? Y'all hope Martin and Marty can find late round gems. Got built a player. At QB, Kyle Trask or Mac Jones. Mac Jones. I don't want. There's no point in spending a first round pick or really any pick on a quarterback that's that limited. I think they're just gonna be great backups, maybe low tier starters. I don't want to do that. I want to strive for top 10 quarterback talent if possible. I'm taking that risk. Trey Lance and Zach Wilson may end up not working out. And, hey, I'm willing to try next year if I have to, but I'm going to keep trying. Because the way the NFL is now, it's not 10 years ago where a defense could carry you the whole way. You got to at least be some type of good. Even as much as I make fun of Jimmy Garoppolo, isn't as bad as what Haskins was last year. Jimmy Garoppolo probably could have done more than what Alex Smith did last year, honestly. You know what I'm saying? We need to do better at quarterback. And at the end of the day, the 49ers were better than the Chiefs in every way except for quarterback and receiver. That's literally it. Literally top to bottom. And at the end of the day, the Chiefs ended up winning that Super Bowl because quarterback. More than anything else. More than any other reason. So I need a quarterback. I'm sorry. I need a great quarterback. They don't even have to be like elite. They don't have to be top 5. They maybe not even top 10, but I at least gotta try. And Mac Jones and Kyle Trask will not be top 15 quarterbacks. Matthew Stafford, I feel like, are better than both of them. Both of them than they will ever be. So right now, my worst case, because then forcing it, that reason they're my worst case is because I feel like if you draft them, especially in the first round, we're going to force it with them for 3-4 years, and then we're just going to be average at quarterback for the next 3-4 years, and I don't want to deal with that. I prefer to shoot for greatness and miss than to just be stuck with average for 3-4 years, like how we were with Kirk Cousins. That Kirk Cousins time, I hated that. It was just nothing to brag about. I don't care how many wins we got. Going 7-9 is not fun. Not for me. I'm trying to win a Super Bowl. I don't care about anything under that. I really want to see Aaron Rodgers win another Super Bowl. That'd be pretty dope. Aaron lost that game. He won't miss this time. Playoffs time is deadly with weapons. Yeah, Tom Brady is balling better than I thought he would. His age will catch up to him. And it has in some ways. But he's playing better than I thought. If we get Matthew Stafford, we can win a Super Bowl. If you get Matthew Stafford and we hit well in free agency in the draft, then we can win a Super Bowl. But I don't think how our roster is currently constructed, Matthew Stafford can win you a Super Bowl. I think with Deshaun Watson, literally today, with exactly how our roster is today, we could beat the Packers, Buccaneers, and I think we have a good chance against the Bills and the Chiefs, honestly. But today, Matthew Stafford can't win us this Super Bowl this year. But Matthew Stafford with another weapon out there, Corey Davis, Allen Robinson, somebody, and improved defense, then yeah, we could probably win a Super Bowl. He rarely has a bad game like one against the Bucks earlier this season. Rico Mahomes is turf toe though, so it can limit his play. That is gonna suck. Since 2007, the only teams in the NFC did not make a conference championship. That's sad. Rico, what do you think about HG and Harmon plus a 3rd round pick for Stafford? I highly doubt they take that. But hey, man, I'll do it. I love Harmon. I love Kelvin Harmon. I think he's going to end up being really good, though. I feel sorry for the people that paid to watch the fight last night. Yeah, I don't really care about fights, so I heard about it, but UFC and boxing doesn't interest me. I think we need to get Watson out of our minds and focus on Stafford and trading up. The Watson thing is, highly unlikely. It's fun to talk about, but yeah, at the end of the day, unless he really wants to come to us and forces the Texans to trade him to us for less value than what the Jets or Dolphins would give, that's the only way we're getting him. There's no other way. Because we don't have more to offer than those other teams because we messed around and beat the Eagles and ended up with the 19th pick. It was fun though, seeing Taylor Heineke ball out and I guess playoff experience and stuff like that, but these are the strong disadvantages to having the 19th pick. Seems like the league wants TB12 to win one more. It was now his home stadium. Sometimes the stars align. Oh yeah, the league definitely helps. Yeah, the league with that Peyton Manning and Cam Newton thing was crazy. We need a weapon on offense. Terry has been silent towards the end of the season. It's just teams hone in on them more. They start double teaming them. And he was hurt the last few games. Rico, if we take Trey Lance 19 trade back into the first round, would you want to take JOK? I'd be down. I would. I've been talking about that. I would like to get trade up for Trey Lance and then use whatever other picks we can to maybe trade back up into the first to possibly get somebody, depending on how the board falls. Where we at? Well, I gotta scroll back up. The Packs are my second favorite team, but the Chiefs are my fifth, so I want the Packs to win. But you got an order? You got that memorized? You got like a list somewhere. Look at the pin comment. Y'all know that's rich link to the channel. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go Buffalo. Go Pack. Go. Why Buffalo? What's your attachment to Buffalo? I'm just curious. I do not trust Ron. What's good, Anthony? I actually really like Ron. I hope. I mean, I'm just gonna trust him until he proves I shouldn't, type of thing. The 305 and 640 are times for games. I'm tripping. I thought those are area codes. 410 is Baltimore. Okay, that's what's up. Rico, you trying to play Rocket League later? I've been in nah, I'm not. I don't really like Rocket League like that. I played it that one day with Z and all of them, but I'm not. I just play Hunt, Ark, and the occasional Call of Duty Warzone. They got me back on Warzone now. I'm taking the bone because y'all don't know how to play without fighting. Nope, taking it. Rico, have you heard Bill's Mafia by Benny the Butcher? Yeah, that song was terrible. And I love Benny the Butcher, but that was so cringy. That was just super, let's pay a rapper to do our theme song. He didn't even say bars or nothing. He was just talking. Any of us could have done that. I want Matt Ryan. I mean, Matt Ryan's better than what we've had all last year. Well, I mean, you could argue Taylor Heineke, but Matt Ryan is definitely more... Bro, Aja, get down. Down. Move. Let me see. She messed up the little stream thing. Trade our first, third, and fifth next year. Trade up for Lance. I do that. I would do that. Go Pack, go. I don't trust Ron after what he did to Kyle Smith. I'm coming for you, Ron. Wait, whoa, that sentence. What's good, J Mon? Kirk wasn't that good. He wasn't. I'm tired of it. I think Mac Jones and Kyle Trask are literally going to be repeats of Kirk Cousins. I would let it trade up for Trey Lance. Yeah, I would too. What's good, Door Gunner from Iraq? That's what's up. What's good? Since Olave is going back, let's sign Allen to a 4-year deal too. Allen who? Oh, Allen Robinson. Oh, okay. Yeah, I love Allen Robinson. That's my boy. Aja, chill out. What do you want? I'm not giving you the bone, y'all. I'm not giving you the bone. Where we at? Where was that? I gotta scroll some more. He said, oh, trade. What's good, Static Shot? I'm just getting in the box and it's cool. I didn't pay to watch it. Sign A-Rob to a 4-year, $88 million contract. Dang, $22 million a year. I don't think it's gonna take that much. So why you do me dirty, Rico? Had me up to 2:30 in the morning thinking he'll stream just to give him. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, J-Mon. I got you. I'm I'm more likely gonna stream later on, like when I end up getting on Hunt or something. Trey Lance going for the Rico already way behind. If Ron cuts Terry, Chase Young, Montesoda, any other our star players, then you can't trust Ron. We don't need Matthew. Oh, we got a donation, my boy Door Gunner. Been a while since I donated to the Brody Morale Fund, keeping me entertained over here in Iraq. Hey, man, appreciate the donation, man. My boy Door Gunner was good. What's good, Joanne? Who'd you take as your QB, Mahomes, Rodgers, or Brady? Oh, easily Mahomes. Easily. Name Karen, Zach Wilson. I like Zach Wilson too a lot. I'm down for either one. Zach Wilson, Trey Lance. Who's making the Super Bowl? I have Pats and Packers, but like, yeah, that Pat Mahomes injury is whoo. That's a little scary. What's good, J-Dub? Would you do a second and both thirds for Stafford? Maybe. Yeah. As long as it's not a first, bro. I'm not giving up a first. I'm sorry. Y'all know I'm the heaviest UGA fan. Y'all know, but I'm not. At the end of the day, it's burgundy and gold over everything else. I love my Georgia, but I care more about my burgundy and gold, and I want us to win a Super Bowl. And giving up a first is just, I think it's too much. Kyle Smith is still employed. There's no actual quotes from the team or on just conjecture from the media right now. That is true. Rick, I heard that Corey Davis's market value is $9.8 million. I heard about that too. I think it was on Spot Track. So he could sign Corey Davis 3 years, $30 million. Again, I haven't really checked out Corey Davis. I heard, we talked about it in the Friday stream, that he has balled out recently. Like, he's a really good wide receiver too. I know, like, when he first got drafted, he flopped, so I stopped paying attention to him. But I'm hearing that he's been, like, balling lately, and, like, he's actually worth picking up in free agency. So I can't offer my opinion, but that sounds like a good deal. It's more teams that need QBs before us. We have to trade up. Exactly. Would you sign? I've been telling y'all this since like middle of the season. People kept saying, "Nah, not that many teams need quarterbacks," and "Nah, it's gonna be no, bro." It seemed like a third of the league need quarterback. Would you sign John Allen to an extension right now just to get it out the way? Yeah, I mean, depending on what the money's talking about, but yeah, I like Jonathan Allen. Finally had that season that we were expecting out of him this whole time. He finally got it. I mean, it wasn't what I expected of him coming out of Alabama, but this was his best season by far, easily. Regarding seeing some of Kyle Trask's highlights, I got negatives and positives. Yeah, I mean, I just see him being very limited. And people keep talking about how Trey Lance and Zach Wilson, who was their competition. But then it's like the same thing. Who did they throw to? Like Mac Jones has Devonta Smith and Hunter. I mean, what's it called? He had Henry Ruggs and Jalen Waddle and Jerry Jeudy. He doesn't know how to throw into tight windows. When windows get smaller and DBs are better and receivers are less open and all of that, and your offensive line isn't one of the best in the country, he's just gonna struggle. Look at Tua right now. Tua is more talented than Mac Jones, and Tua is struggling because he's so used to having it so good. I prefer to take a guy that he's the entire team, like a Trey Lance, even a Carson Wentz or a Zach Wilson, where he's carrying the team. He may not be going against great competition, but the team is on his back, rather than like a Mac Jones who, like, literally, he's just, I mean, a byproduct of the team being so great. I mean, one of the best receiving cores in NFL, in college football history. I think literally Alabama's wide receiver core last season was better than what we had last season in the NFL, which is just sad. And so it's just like when windows get smaller, when DBs are better, more athletic, more technically sound, when your receivers are less open, when there's less time to throw, they struggle. And then he's just not mobile. I mean, it's just like, I don't want a non-mobile quarterback unless you're Peyton Manning, Tom Brady smart. You got to have Tom Brady, Peyton Manning IQ, pocket presence, and all of that. And Mac Jones and Kyle Trask don't have that. Otherwise, I need somebody at least with Aaron Rodgers, Pat Mahomes speed, Dak Prescott. So I need something. You can't be a statue in the pocket. I'd rather have Galladay and or Allen. We need to trade up to 5. Hey, that's what it takes. We had them released them like 2 years ago. Yeah, I forgot about Mark Sanchez. If we don't re-sign KPL, a cheaper and safe option is Duke Riley from the Eagles. He could play the outside position very well. Haven't peeped him yet. I didn't really pay attention to Duke Riley that much, so I can't offer my opinion on that. But hey, man, I trust you. Rico, do you think we're going to pick up Daron Payne's option? I hope so. I'm going to assume so. He's too important to the team. Don't have faith in Hurney or Mayhew to make the right picks. If this season is underwhelming, I'm calling for Ron's head because he let go of Kyle Smith. What's good, extra squad? Yeah, we got to see, man. Mark my word, 3rd and 5th for Stafford. I'm cool with that. Just like we broke the bank to go after Amari, let's do that for Robinson. That's why I think we may end up getting like Allen Robinson or something. Because if he was willing to pay all that money for Amari Cooper and Allen Robinson's better, I don't see why he wouldn't go for Allen Robinson. And nothing's changed. Terry McLaurin was here last year when he tried to do that. Terry McLaurin's still here, but it's not like we improved vastly in any way. I mean, Cam Sims showed a little bit something, but Steven Sims got worse. Kelvin Harmon got hurt. So if anything, it seems like we need receiver more than we did last year. So I'm assuming Ron Rivera is going to try to go big on receiver. Actually, an extension would be cheaper than a 5th-year option. True. I was just kidding around. I kind of like OSU, Rico, when it comes to having it made with your protection and weapons. Slick that too. Can't argue against that. Not gonna lie, we could be Alabama, which is why that college doesn't work. Kyle Trask has that gunslinger mentality. He has a good arm, but he is so stiff. He's like literally a statue. But I'm not gonna, bro. You better literally be Peyton Manning or Tom Brady if you're not gonna be at least Pat Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers level of mobile. You gotta be something. Or you just better be a genius. If Bryce Love is not healthy, we need to get Jared Patterson, the one who scored 8 touchdowns in one game. I haven't even checked him out. I heard about that and I looked up highlights. I think I vaguely remember, but I haven't like even checked them out. Again, I mean, I'm about to, now that the off season's officially like started, I'm about to start getting heavy into my film and stuff. But this whole season, I've just been mostly just straight quarterbacks. Just basically quarterbacks. I just been watching straight quarterback film because that's our biggest priority. That's our biggest need. I've been saying that since people were saying we didn't need a quarterback because Alex Smith or Kyle Allen was. No, I've been watching film. The day we benched Haskins, I started watching film heavy because I already knew we were going to end up down this road. I've been telling y'all this since earlier in the season. When free agency come, I don't want us just sitting not getting anybody like last year. I mean, but it was smart what we did. I mean, I know it's frustrating to not be aggressive. But what we did, I mean, getting Cornelius Lucas, J.D. McKissick, Ronald Darby, Kendall Fuller, all of these guys for cheaper, like, they played way better than what their contracts are worth. Like, they outplayed their contracts. So that was a really good free agency period. And Logan Thomas, can't forget him too. But I do want to be aggressive this year, even more than last year. I want to get aggressive this year. But again, I mean, if we end up making smart decisions like we just did this past year, I can't be mad, but I definitely want to go get like a Levante David at linebacker, and/or an Allen Robinson at receiver, and/or one of those elite free safeties. I'm a shameless Heineke stan. Give him a ton of weapons and he'll look like Russell Wilson. Maybe comparable, but now Russell Wilson's just more talented, faster, and all of that. But I mean, I see what you're saying. My biggest problem with Taylor Heineke is this durability. I'm just not sure he can play. I highly doubt he can give you 16 games. Heard Stafford trade the 49ers, then Patriots get Garoppolo. That would be interesting. Why are so many people hating on? We just gotta give him a chance. I mean, I know nothing we've done so far this offseason specifically has been fun and exciting. And, I mean, it looks a little iffy, but I just got to wait and see, man. We got to give Martin Mayhew and Marty Hurney a draft. Even though Marty Hurney's really not going to have that much say. It's more of Ron Rivera and Martin Mayhew. And if Kyle Smith is still here, Kyle Smith will still have a role in it. Deron Payne is our best D lineman. Overall, yeah. As far as, like, run stopping and pass rushing at the same time, Deron Payne is easily our best defensive lineman, interior defensive lineman, yeah. Kyle Smith isn't even off the team website, shit. If Bryce Love not healthy, then consider him a wasted draft pick. I mean, I think we got him in like the third. That's not too bad. I mean, to take somebody that talented, you never know, man. He might come back healthy. What's good, LC? Move Kendall Fuller to the slot, re-sign Darby, sign William Jackson in free agency. Yeah, we got to move Kendall to the slot, bro. This outside thing is not working. It's not working that well, at least. Deron Payne is 320 and don't even look fat. Is he really 320? Dang, it doesn't seem like it. Maybe most of his weight is in his head. He got a big head. Hit the like button. Let him know, truth be told. Appreciate that. Best situation would get Stafford, Marvin Jones, Curtis Samuels, draft the line. I don't want Marvin Jones. What's good, Killer Job? I'm not excited about Curtis Samuel, even though he could help us a lot, though. He probably would be worth getting. I'm just not. I don't hear Curtis Samuel and get excited, honestly. And then again, I'm not okay with getting Matthew Stafford if it requires anything more than any first round pick. And he's like, I'll do a second and like some other ones, maybe third and some other ones, but I'm not doing a first. If we traded up Zach Wilson and Trey Lance there, who you taking? I'm taking Trey Lance, but I like Zach Wilson a lot too. But I just prefer Trey Lance's ceiling is ridiculous. I'm not guaranteeing you Trey Lance will reach his potential, but his like just off of God-given talent. Like how mobile he is, his arm strength and all of this, he could literally potentially be a top 10, top 5 quarterback. I mean, I'm not saying it's likely. I've never said that. But, like, if we're just talking, like, pure athleticism, again, he's faster than Josh Allen, stronger than Lamar, and his arm strength is almost right up there with Pat Mahomes and Josh Allen. It's just literally if he just goes to the right team and they're patient enough, and if he's able to put in the work, if he's willing to put in the work, and he's more polished coming out of college than Josh Allen. Josh Allen was even more raw coming out of college than Trey Lance. I just don't, you know what I'm saying? If he goes to the right situation, he's gonna be ridiculous. But that's a big if though. So I'm taking Trey Lance. I like Zach Wilson. He's safer than Trey Lance, but I'm shooting for the stars. I'm sorry, I got to. Zach Wilson, I think, is gonna end up being a top 15 quarterback, but he doesn't have. I don't think he has top 5 quarterback potential. I think you could definitely win a Super Bowl with Zach Wilson. I think he's going to be a great quarterback. But Trey Lance has, like, literally top 5 quarterback potential. Rico, why do so many people want us to sign? Yeah, I'm good on Joe. I've been saying that even before he started dancing in the middle of the end zone. Because he's going to want wide receiver 1 money. And he's not even a wide receiver 2 right now. He might be wide receiver 3 for the Steelers right now. We should draft Kadarius Toney from the Florida Gators. Dude, remind me of Hill. I'm about to peep him, too. I haven't really peeped him. I mean, of course I watch Florida games because I root against them heavily. That's just like how y'all hate the Cowboys. That's how Georgia fans feel about Florida in college football. So like I watch Florida games just to root for the other team, but like I haven't like sat down and really watched their players except for Kyle Pitts and Kyle Trask, of course. Ron wanted to give players a chance. I don't want to run it back if Bryce Love doesn't work out because we'll have Lamar Miller. Yeah, there's always somebody you can get late. I mean, James Robinson was an undrafted free agent, and there's always a bunch of running back free agents out there like Lamar Miller that's just chilling, sitting on the couch waiting. But we're definitely getting aggressive this year. I really hope so. Kadarius will look good in the slot. Where we at? Okay, something scrolled, so it moved. Yes, Reggie, he's a beast. Kadarius Toney is great in creating space, in my opinion. He's literally Olave, but less route running and more speed. Okay, that sounds fun. I like that. I think Marcus Williams is better than Anthony Harris and will cost less. I can't really argue against that. I mean, I personally like Anthony Harris more, but Marcus Williams definitely will cost less, and I think Marcus Williams is definitely good enough to make our defense elite. So I could definitely see that argument. I'm not mad at the idea of getting a Marcus Williams, honestly. Again, I personally like Anthony Harris more, but Marcus Williams will be cheaper, and that should be a smarter move. So I'm probably gonna have to agree with you in general on that. I'm sorry, my connection. Oh, you good? You good? Yeah, we definitely need another corner on the outside. Fuller not hitting me. He's good in the slot. Yeah, put Fuller back in the slot. But this is a great class. I mean, I just don't feel like you need to waste a pick higher than fifth round for a running back. Just period in the NFL in general. But then we already have our running back one, and J.D. McKissic is a great third down back. So it's not like we're just in this desperate need for a running back. But it would be nice to have somebody else. It doesn't matter who the Houston Texans hire. Deshaun Watson once out. Yeah, I just saw that notification. I saw that earlier today too. He is 320. He's a nose tackle. Technically, but I mean he plays technically defensive tackle. We're in the 4-3. He's athletic enough. He makes it work. We literally need a wide receiver 2, not another wide receiver 1. Slick, but I mean, if you can get A-Rob, you go get him, period. Straight up. If you can go get A-Rob, you go get him. Actually, Rico, his teammates rank on pain for how small his head is. Yet compared to the rest of his body, his head is it kind of looks small, but like you can tell just by like him standing next to another human being, his head is way bigger than the human being next to him. Actually, Rico, what's good, Marks? If we get Matthew Stafford and keep the first round pick, we need to draft Micah Parsons. I don't think he'll make it. You're going to have to trade up for him, but hey, I love Micah Parsons too. But I just feel like quarterback is a way more important need. But if you get Matthew Stafford, then yeah, Micah Parsons, I'm down. Jamar Chase, somebody like that. Jalen Waddle, I'm cool with that. Perfectly fine with that. Let me do some Antonio Gibson highlights. Let's see about the Antonio Gibson. I'm gonna do some Antonio Gibson film real quick. If healthy AJ Green, I just doubt he's gonna be healthy. And I love my Georgia guys, but man, I'm not interested in AJ Green. I'm scared of that. Stafford Lions want a first round pick for him. Click the link. I'm not surprised. Again, they want to, like I said in my video, they want to acquire picks so that they can trade up from 7 to move up higher to get the quarterback of their dreams type of thing. So. I'm not sure if a third or even a second round pick is going to cut it. We probably have to give up a first, and I don't want to give up a first for Matthew. I prefer to trade up and get Lance Wilson with that first. If we don't sign a big name quarterback, best believe we trading up on draft now. Oh yeah, that's for sure. They've already said we're taking a big swing, and Ron Rivera said quarterback is our biggest offseason priority and things like that. So it's like if we don't get Matthew Stafford, if we don't trade for somebody in any way, we're trading up in the draft. You might as well, if draft comes, if it's late April and we still don't have a new quarterback, we're trading up in the draft. Just go ahead and know that. Like that's automatic. What's good, J though? I agree. What's good, Pokey? KJ writing for agency. What's good, Rico? Do you think we are in for Stafford? What's good, Scotty? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they're at least calling. Now, if they're willing to give up a first-round pick, I don't know. Because I don't want to, but they may be willing to. I don't know. But we're definitely in the conversation. I mean, Martin Mayhew is the one that drafted him to the Lions in 2009. Just a few years ago, like literally like 5 years ago, He said if he could draft 22 Matthew Staffords, he would, or something like that. Like Martin Mayhew loves Matthew Stafford. I'm pretty sure Ron Rivera sees him and likes him. I'm pretty sure now Matthew Stafford isn't just this perfect puzzle, this perfect fit for our offense at all, because he doesn't have the legs that Scott Turner wants in a quarterback. But Matthew Stafford could work really well in the offense Scott Turner still wants to run. He won't be able to use all of his playbook, 100% of it. He would have to limit it in certain ways. But I think Matthew Stafford can still throw for 4,000 yards, a bunch of touchdowns, not that many interceptions in Scott Turner's offense. He's got to tweak it around, though. It won't be the offense he envisioned. You know what I'm saying? Because Javon Leake has potential. Peyton Barber and Lamar Miller. Experience can complement Antonio Gibson so well. We'll always have someone to turn to. Yeah, true. Should we run more trick plays this season with Logan Thomas as QB? Nah, we literally only did that because Alex Smith, he just couldn't do it. Like, Scott Turner wants to do it. He didn't have the quarterback to do it. Logan Thomas was literally our best option to do it. I mean, maybe occasionally, but I think once we get our quarterback, especially if he's mobile enough, if it's like a Trey Lance or a Zach Wilson or a Watson or something, then we're gonna start doing stuff like that with our quarterback instead of with Logan Thomas. T.Y. Hilton a possibility. I'm good on it, but you never know. We might be looking at him. I'm good on T.Y. though. He just can't stay healthy. It's annoying. And trust me, I've had him in fantasy leagues every year, like the past 4 years, and I'm tired of it. Washington sign, I keep trying too. Like, I've been able to get him later and later because every year his draft value goes down in fantasy leagues, but I give him a chance every year, and every year I'm just like, why did I do this? This next fantasy season, I might not get him, bro. It might be the first one. I'm like, bro, I'm good. So I definitely don't want him in real life. Washington signed me for a 6-year, $30 million at QB. Anthony Walker is a great linebacker for the Colts. He's a free agency this offseason. We can sign him. I gotta check him out too, because I don't really know. I am a good mobile quarterback. I can throw and run. I am fast. That boy, hey Joanne, get him. Get him, Joanne. Don't play with him. Antoine Winfield is inactive versus the Bucks. Ooh, sad day. That boy Aaron Rodgers might eat up just because of that. Stafford and keeping our first round pick is probably going to put us close or in the NFC division game, long as we draft well and play free agency well. I agree, LC, honestly. I agree. But I definitely don't want to give up a first for Stafford, though. Rico, how's it going? What's good, Pokey? I'm over here chilling, man. Working on videos, watching anime on my Xbox, just chilling. I'm gonna watch some football, of course, when the games come on. I'm just streaming from 1 to 3 basically. So by the time the games start up, I'll be done live streaming. I'm just gonna be chilling. It's hard to move up in this draft with so many teams looking at quarterback in front of us, wanting to possibly trade up. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. And I've been saying that since before we had the 19th pick. I was warning people. Everybody was like, nah, not that many teams need quarterback. I told y'all. Antonio Gibson was a Swiss Army knife and college dude was a beast. Antonio Gibson, once he can stay healthy, once he learns how to pass protect better, once his vision gets right, he's going to be deadly, bro. I mean, again, remember, he's more athletic than Christian McCaffrey. It's just like he has to become more polished. That's all we're waiting on. I'm glad we got him. Yep, we trading up. What's good, Johnny Boat? Should we get Leonard Williams, or is that? Yeah, nah, I'm good on it. But that's a little too much. I'd prefer to spend that money elsewhere. Yeah, but that's funny though. Yeah, if Gibbs, and it's crazy too because I wanted Leonard Williams so bad in that draft. We ended up Leonard Williams fell to us, which I didn't think would happen, and then we ended up taking Brandon Sheriff, and I love Brandon Sheriff, but I remember that day I was mad. Now I'm not mad because Brandon Sheriff has worked out really well, and our defensive line has ended up being really good without him. But boy, like on that day, that day, I think we had like the 6th overall pick or 5th or something like that, and we ended up taking Brandon Sheriff instead of Leonard Williams and everything. Because I was celebrating, so I remember watching that. That was in my second New York apartment. That was in my second out of like 4 of them. And I remember watching the draft, and I was in the Xbox party chat with my friends, all of us watching the draft and talking trash, talking about football. And then everybody was like, Leonard Williams ain't making it to y'all. And I'm like, bro, watch, Leonard Williams gonna make it to us. And then Leonard Williams made it to us, and I started celebrating. Next thing you know, Brandon Sheriff's picture pops up in the little draft. Bro, I was highly upset. But I'm good, bro. I'm glad we have Brandon Sheriff. And we don't need Leonard Williams. Our defensive line is great enough. I mean, unless you're talking about Leonard Williams for way cheaper. I don't think Jonathan Allen's gonna ask for that much money. I really hope not. What's good? Yeah, I would love Levante David, bruh. I love Levante David. Again, to me, he's like the next London Fletcher. He's going to go down as one of the most underrated, criminally underrated linebackers of all time. It's just because he doesn't play for a team that wins. I mean, now the Buccaneers are winning, so people are starting to actually realize how good he was. He's been this good for years. He's been a top 5 linebacker in this league for years. People just never really paid attention to him. And I mean, I would love for Levante David to come to us, and with this defense, and hopefully we get the quarterback situation right, people will finally see they'll do right by him. They'll treat him better than they treated London Fletcher. Rico, have you heard anything on what happened between Ron and Coward? Is Kyle wanted to build through the draft, keep his picks, and Ron wanted a big splash trade? I didn't hear about that. That's my first time hearing that. Herb. And it was good. Herb. That's my first time hearing that. That's interesting. He's still kind of good to keep double teams off Terry. I really hope Gibson gets back to 100. He will. He will. I mean, the fact that we even played him when he was like only 80% means that injury wasn't that bad. They weren't too worried about it. We'd have to get Matthew Stafford a wide receiver too. I agree. I mean, Stafford is perfect if you want to groom a new quarterback for the draft. Won't be here. Too short alone. Do you know Juan Gotti get some donuts? Wait, what? What about donuts? We will, Michael. Stafford is very mobile in the quarter pocket and can run for a first down if needed. Yeah, I mean, he's not terrible. Like, he's not a statue. Matthew Stafford is definitely not a statue. But he's also not what Scott Turner wants in this offense, as far as his offense goes. I mean, of course, we get Matthew Stafford. He's going to find a way to run the right offense that brings out the best of Matthew Stafford. But for what Scott Turner envisions as his offense, and you just have a mysterious shadow of a quarterback, Matthew Stafford is not that quarterback. But no, Matthew Stafford could do very well with this offense, though. Still, I mean, again, Scott Turner can design an offense around him. It just won't be the offense that he like envisioned from day one. I don't know if we can get Stafford because we have no leverage. 19th pick. We went after Amari last year. Nothing has changed, so we definitely getting the wide receiver. I think if anything, it got worse. Because Kelvin Harmon got hurt, Steven Sims regressed. So if anything, we need a receiver more this year than last year, technically. I didn't really think we needed one that bad, and I still don't feel like we like super duper need one. But like, if I really want one, I do really want one. And if he was willing to pay Amari Cooper $22 million, we better give Allen Robinson, who's better than Amari Cooper, more money. I'm even less money than that. I mean, because I'm pretty sure Allen Robinson isn't even asking for $22 million a year. Hey, Aja Brody, where y'all barking at? Somebody at the door? What happened? Can y'all chill out for me real quick? I know y'all trying to protect me. If we are gonna groom a QB from the draft, why get Stafford? Just play Taylor. Yeah, if we're going quarterback, I want to trade up for one. I don't want to wait till the second or third round. I don't want to stay at 19 and get a Mac Jones or Kyle Trask. I only want Trey Lance, Zach Wilson, Justin Fields. Other than that, I prefer to wait till next year. Chat, come on, 20 likes, wanted to watch the show, boy. Man, appreciate that. First of all, Scotty, you didn't have to donate. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. And then, like, you donated to let everybody know to like the stream, man. Really, my boy Scotty, bruh. My boy Scotty always coming through with it, man. Johnny, that's another. Oh, that just gave me an idea. If we get Matthew Stafford, he can be our passing quarterback. Taylor Heineke could be the one to run quarterback blast and read options like how the Saints use Taysom Hill. Taylor Heineke isn't that athletic. I mean, I like him, and he can move, but I don't think it's that. And then plus, Taylor Heineke already has durability issues. That's literally the biggest fault. That's his biggest weakness, durability issues. So that would just put him in more. That would put him in harm's way a little bit more. If you heard what Ron said in his first person, he said he didn't have the patience for rebuilding, so a drafted QB isn't the equation. You never know. You never know. If he loves a quarterback enough, if he feels like a quarterback is good enough to where you're not rebuilding, because you can win day one with Trey Lance and Zach Wilson, honestly. They may not be perfect pocket passers, but what teams are doing with Jalen Hurts, Trey Lance is far more talented than Jalen Hurts. Zach Wilson's more talented than Jalen Hurts. What teams are doing with Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray, all of these guys, Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, you can easily run that with Trey Lance and Zach Wilson. Because they're arguably more, physically gifted than most of those guys I named. In certain ways. Of course, like Lamar Jackson's the quickest or the fastest. Kyler Murray's like right behind him. Josh Allen's arm and strength is ridiculous. But Trey Lance isn't far from either of those categories. And Zach Wilson's just gonna be great. I just believe Zach Wilson's just gonna be a really good. I think Zach Wilson's just gonna end up being a really good quarterback. We could do some Taylor Heineke. 389 plays. That's cool with me. If Brady goes to the Super Bowl, I'm not watching it. I'll take Johnny Football. He's ready now. Nah, I'm pretty straight on that. That man just doesn't care about football enough. That man is just born into being rich. His family owns like oil or something. It's literally set up for Brady to make it look like it was Brady, not Belichick. I wouldn't be surprised at that. Even though I think it was a nice 50-50. Belichick couldn't have done what he did without Brady, especially building such not great teams around him. And then I don't think Brady would have done so well just outside of the Belichick system and stuff like that. I mean, both of them still would have been great, but I don't want to give up a first-round pick for Stafford, but I do like him. But I thought they wanted a more mobile quarterback. Stafford is more of a Mac Jones style. And basically, but Matthew Stafford is a more sure thing. Who knows if Mac Jones will ever be as good as Matt Stafford is? But exactly, Matthew Stafford does not fit what Scott Turner wants as far as mobility goes for a quarterback. But you can still work. I mean, you can still make it work. Matthew Stafford is good enough to where you can still make it work. Rico, no creep stuff, but how old are you? I'm 26. Why? That's not creepy. I don't care. I hope Brady gets blown out this game. Yeah, I hate Brady too, bro. Levante David is way too underrated. Yeah, bro, it's criminal, bro. Just like London Fletcher, bro. If the Bucks didn't have this season with like Brady and all of these guys, and they're now good, making it to the playoffs, he was gonna have the same career trajectory as a London Fletcher, just severely underappreciated. Allen is a homer. He will give us a nice price. I'm actually pretty about Kyle Smith. I really hope Kyle Smith does stay at least for another year. I think we have a legit chance of getting Deshaun Watson. We want to kind of with our new culture change and young talent. It's possible. I can definitely see a scenario where Ron Rivera convinces Deshaun Watson to want to come to us. Damascus Mariota for running play. What's good, Lawrence? Rico, do you think Washington will trade for Stafford? It's very likely. If they do, though the O-line was good, they will need a stud OT to protect them at 33. Maybe go wide receiver help in later rounds or via free agency. Yeah, I mean, again, if we go into 2021 with this exact offensive line, I'm content. I'm not excited, but it's good enough. I mean, Pro Football Focus literally had us ranked the 6th best offense. We came in with like the 30th, and then they worked their way up to the 6th. That's like our offensive line is not as bad as people think. And then once Taylor Heineke, somebody mobile, was behind our offensive line, you can finally see that they weren't as bad as people thought. Even though that first half against the Bucks was a little struggle. But then the second half, they got it back right, and that's why we were able to move the ball so well. Would you rather have Stafford for a first and a second or Watson for 3 firsts? I'm taking Watson. I'm sorry. I really don't want to do Matthew Stafford for a first. I love him. Again, UGA fan to the death of me, but I just really don't want to have to give up a first for Stafford. I prefer to use that first and trade up easily. I'll take that first and whatever else it takes to trade up over using that first for Matthew Stafford. I want to get Joe Thuney. Yeah, Joe Thuney, Larry Warford, man. I would love either one of them. That's what I was reading. Not sure how true it is, but something happened to Kyle to up and leave after a great draft last year. Yeah, something had to have happened. Did Kelvin get hurt again? No, not again. But who knows if he's going to be 100% when he comes back. Rico, you might have been around for a long time. I'm going to peep you. 445. I'm going to peep you. I'm going to keep track. Let's get Joe Thuney. Marcus Mariota might be a really good cheap pickup. I personally don't really like I didn't like Mariota even coming out of the draft like that, so I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see. Watson is best case scenario, but Stafford is a great option. I agree. If we don't get either, Heineke is pretty good. He looks like he brings out the best in both the Sims. Steven Sims played up. Yeah, Steven Sims did play a little bit. I didn't even think about that. Taylor Heineke did bring out the best we've seen in Steven Sims all season. Yeah, can we get Mariota for options? I'm not a big fan of Mariota. I just personally don't really like him that much as a quarterback. Where we at? Yeah, we can get Mariota. I'm out. Take care. Please keep joining the championship rounds tonight. Another late one for me. Yeah, bro, Scotty, man. I know, man. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you got to deal with that, bro. That one football season I spent in Europe was so sad, bro. 8 p.m. games starting at like 2, 3 a.m. It's just like it's ridiculous. Hey, no. I'm picking up the bone because y'all don't know how to play. I'm sorry, Brody, but I was just annoying. But yeah, man, Scotty, man, take care, man. Bro, watching football in Europe is sad. We really don't know if Taylor has durability issues. The last injury would have hurt anyone. I mean, he was getting hurt too, like on his previous teams too. That's the scary part. I don't think it's just like red flag, he's bound to get hurt type of thing. But I am worried about him playing a full 16 games. Like I'm just not confident in that, and I don't want to put our franchise's hands in that man's health. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it. Stafford, but I don't think he's just this super red flag. Oh, he's guaranteed to get injured at some point type of guy. Stafford will cost us first round pick to trade up for Lance. Wilson will take this year's first and next year's first. It may not though. Again, I showed y'all. I did a whole video on trade up scenarios where teams went from 19th to up in the top 10, and it doesn't necessarily require that current year's first and next year's first. Just based off of what teams have done. Like look at the Pat Mahomes trade, like how they traded up for Pat Mahomes and things like that. But I did a whole video on that. Did you see McGregor lost? Yeah, I'm just not really into like UFC or boxing like that. I'm straight football. Like I said, I'm like 80% football, 15% basketball, 5% everything else. And soccer's probably 4% of it. I don't really baseball, boxing, UFC, hockey. I just can't watch it. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I prefer to watch, like I always say, I prefer to watch the 2015 Browns versus the this year's Cowboys over watching any other sport really. And except for like specific times, like the first game James Harden went to the Nets, I wanted to watch that. I love watching Anthony Edwards because y'all know that's my boy. Now with Colin Sexton and Isaac Okoro, I mean again Anthony Edwards, Isaac Okoro, Colin Sexton, all from Atlanta, so I'll watch those games to support them. But I don't just wake up and be like, man, I can't wait to watch basketball later today. It's never been like that. Can somebody tell me? And then again, basketball is 15%, so that should let you know how I feel about everything else. Can somebody tell me why does Juan Gotti think we should move Cameron Crowe to free safety? He's not fast enough. Yeah, I don't think he's fast enough either. But who knows? I don't know. Maybe Juan Gotti saw something we didn't see. But I personally, I don't think. Even when we drafted Cameron Crowe and I went back to go watch his like Arkansas tape, he's just limited athletically. That's his biggest weakness. He's really smart. Instincts are great. Very versatile. His only problem is that he's not athletic. I mean, if you could put Cameron Crowe's brain into Troy Apke's body, you have an elite free safety, literally. Like you literally have a top 3 free safety in the NFL. Troy Apke has the speed, and Cameron Crowe has everything else but the speed. Surprised he went out in 2 rounds. He ain't fought in forever. That's to never stop. It was a bad idea, to be honest. Poor boy doesn't really count. I think Belichick's system carry. Brady is not doing so well right now because he has one of the most insane collections of 7 QBs can work with. That is, he does have an elite group of receivers. I mean, Antonio Brown. We forget Antonio Brown's there, and he was the best receiver in the NFL just a couple of years ago. He does have a QB's what dream of pass catches. What's good, AGM? What's good, Kobe? Rico, you should watch Cameron Crowe's recent highlights. He was putting Zach Ertz on lock. He was jamming him up every play. Now, I love Cameron Crowe in coverage. Cameron Crowe in coverage is great. That's the reason, like, Landon Collins better humble himself, because Landon Collins can't cover Zach Ertz. Got pretty flustered this season because my Bears were so trash, but I'm back. Good old AGM. I feel you, AGM, man. I appreciate you always being here, even though you're not a Burgundy and Gold fan, man. I really appreciate that. I'm pretty sure a lot of people in this chat don't even know as much as you be here that you're not a Burgundy and Gold fan. How many wins if we get Deshaun Watson versus Matthew Stafford versus Cam Newton? Deshaun Watson is Super Bowl contender, top 5 team in the NFL. Matthew Stafford, I think, is like 11 wins. Playoff game or 2, maybe you win. Cam Newton, I don't know, bro. We may not even make it to the playoff. I love Cam Newton, but boy, I want Joe Thuney. I do 2, 14-2, 12-4, 7-9. I'm gonna go a little bit lower. So I think literally 13-3, 11-5, and then like 8-8, 7-9. But yeah, LC, I'm close. Well, we have the same logic. I'm just a little bit lower. Oh, my boy Pedro Smith. What's good? Make sure y'all subscribe to my boy. What are you going to trade up for? Because if you want to trade up for a QB, it's going to take both of our firsts to get into the top 10. I don't think so. I mean, again, I don't know if this season is different, but again, I did a whole video on like trade ups in there where people have gone from like the 20s to top 10 and they didn't have to give up 2 first-round picks. I don't think we will have to. Maybe we have to. Rico, is that your dog on the screen on your videos? Is that just some random dog? No, that's my dog. That's one of them. Brody's right here. Aja's right here. Come here, Aja. Aja's in a cone. She got spayed, so I guess you probably haven't seen Aja yet. But this is the Husky Yorkie. But she's in a cone because she's not allowed to lick herself because she got spayed and she has she has like a cut that's like stitched up and everything. That's where they did the surgery. So yeah, I have 2 fluffies, and then the other one that you see in the videos is right down here too. But he's way heavier, and I don't feel like picking him up, and he doesn't like being picked up, so it's not even worth all of that effort and energy. Why is this always on the ground, y'all? Like, Aja, what do you be doing? I know it's you. I know it's you. Let me see. Where was that? What was I at? Where we at? Dang, how far where did it scroll to? Oh, here we go. Okay. Larry Warford is pretty sure coming. I think Mayhew here. Warford took a season off. I really would love to get Larry Warford. I'd be ecstatic. I do backflips. I'm getting Stafford. Getting Stafford shortens your window when you just built a solid D with young players. Not sure those timelines match up. We in win now. We be in win now mode essentially. It was good as a max. Yeah, I mean Matthew Stafford, I think gives us a solid 4 or 5 years. Honestly, I think he can play at a pretty high level 4 to 5 years. But again, I think Stafford, just because of his lack of mobility, he's not a statue, but his lack of mobility, I'm just scared that Scott Turner won't be able to want to run the offense that he wants to run. And then, yeah, I mean, taking somebody that's 33 years old versus somebody that's like 24 or younger does, it shortens your window. It makes us potentially great for 5 years rather than potentially like the next 10 to 15. Again, I'm shooting for the Patriots dynasty. I know a lot of fans don't really have those expectations or hopes. They just want to make it to the playoffs and they're happy. You can talk trash to your friends at work, but nah, I'm shooting for playoffs. I'm shooting for dynasty. So every decision I make, every opinion I have is centered around us being Super Bowl contenders for the next 10 years at least. You know what I'm saying? Stafford is going to take a first and a day 2 pick minimum. Oh, yeah, then I'm good. Oh, yeah, I don't want Stafford that bad. Lance is inaccurate. I wouldn't trade up for him. He's not worse than Pat Mahomes coming out of college. Not much worse. He's better than Josh Allen was coming out of college. He's better than Justin Herbert was coming out of college. I guess we gonna be all right. I think we gotta change the way we evaluate quarterbacks in college now, because offenses actually take their quarterbacks and develop them the right way now, and offensive coordinators design an offense around the quarterback rather than forcing the quarterback to fit their current offense. And that's why we see young quarterbacks out here balling early consistently now. It's not every one of them, but it's consistent that young quarterbacks come out here balling immediately. I mean, year one. And even then, if Lance needs to sit a year behind Taylor Heineke like Pat Mahomes did behind Alex Smith, do that. Whatever it takes. Because Josh Allen struggled his first year mightily. It's like he might as well have just sat. I think Brody is sick of you. Sick of your BS. I'm pretty mad about Kyle. Let's talk linebackers realistically. Who's 2 linebackers you draft? I haven't really peeped linebackers like that. I need to, but I've just been pure quarterback so far. I'm about to start watching film on everybody, like receiver, lineman, all of that. And linebacker, all of that type of stuff. But I've been just straight quarterback. I've watched a little bit of safety, but it's been mostly quarterback. I did like Cam, but then I watched some film and he's very accurate. I mean, he was never very accurate to begin with. I mean, he's my favorite quarterback of all time. But, I can admit Cam has never been accurate. Love the vids. I'm kind of new and my friends are watching now because of me. Thanks for the vid. Man, appreciate that script. Appreciate that. Thank you for putting me on. Thank you for putting them on to me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Imagine Thuney, Roulier, Sheriff as our interior. Oh, yeah. Nasty. And I'm telling y'all, Wes Schweitzer off the bench is the best backup guard in the NFL, period. I love Wes Schweitzer, but I would like to go get a Larry Warford to where Wes Schweitzer's our backup swing guard, because depending on Sheriff to play 16 games is unrealistic. So when in doubt, if Sheriff gets hurt / when Sheriff gets hurt, Wes Schweitzer can step up, and it's like we almost didn't miss a step. Not what he was. I remember when our whole line was great and Laval was our weakest link. Bro, that used to be so frustrating. I forgot about Sean Laval, bro. That's like almost bringing up Voldemort. He who should not be named, man. We can't be talking about Sean Laval on a beautiful sunny Sunday right now. You making it cloudy. Yes, sir. Gibson the Peyton Barber scroll up me too. We locking up AD. Soccer is like watching grass grow. For me, I can watch soccer. That's my third sport. Again, I'm like 85% football, 15 basketball, 4% soccer, 1% everybody else. And again, I really only watch soccer like around the World Cup because I prefer seeing people play for their countries. It's just more passion. It's less money behind it. They're doing it because they love it and like this is their passion. This is their blood and all of this. So I watch the World Cup. I don't really watch when they do their Europe leagues and stuff like that. Even though that's when it's like the best talent versus the best talent, but like I just prefer when people are playing for their home country. It's just more fun. The fans are more into it, and the teams are a little less lump sided because it's not people not on payroll. Like it's like literally you're playing for each team you're from. Aja, no, stop, come here, Aja. I don't know what you want, but you gotta stay here. What's good? GIJS was good. Is that Gidget? I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm not gonna lie. 2017 Browns will win. Now soccer is a top 3 sport to watch. Football, soccer, and basketball is top 3. Yeah, that's basically. I can't watch baseball. I'm not interested in fight. I've just never been able to watch boxing or UFC. I don't know. I just can't do it. A lot of the world really effing loves soccer. Yeah, and soccer is the world's most popular sport. Yeah. Football isn't nearly as popular globally. Yeah, that's just here, basically. I mean, kind of UK, Mexico's kind of into it too, but it's really just mostly America. Baseball, I mean, Canada doesn't even really care about football, and they're right there. Baseball is kind of boring and takes too long, and golf just isn't good. I forgot golf existed. I'm not even gonna lie. Trey Apke would be a beast if he knew how to tackle. And he just needs better instincts too. His instincts aren't there. He's everything you want in a person's like body and build, speed, athleticism. He just doesn't have everything in the brain. Cause tackling, a lot of that is mental. Like it's all mental and technique and all of that. He just needs to gain that. Aja, you gonna have to wait. Baseball is pure chess. What's good? D Doily was good. Tennis and hockey is my 4 and 5. Yeah, I don't have a 4 and 5. It's football, basketball, soccer, and then it's just man. Troy blows coverages. I don't think it was ever meant to be an electric game like football and basketball. Yeah, and it's nice and calm. Like I can take a beautiful nap with soccer in the background. Just like how the crowd is constantly going. There's no commercial breaks. I can take a beautiful nap with soccer, boy. Just the constant hum of the crowd, the occasional yelling of the crowd. Bro, the most beautiful naps with soccer in the background. Brady Ball, I don't know what you guys talking about. Yeah, Brady's definitely playing better than I expected. I'll just stop. But he does have like the best cast ever. I'll just stop. Move from the water thing. Newsflash, sports are meant to be played. Golf is fun. Baseball is amazing. Get out of there and participate. Nah, I can't watch any. If it's beyond basketball, football, and soccer, I can't watch it. I mean, of course, I can go to a baseball game and have fun as long as I have the people with me to make it fun. But like just watching baseball, it just ain't it. Especially through a TV. You gonna have to pay me. Curry had like 3 picks and 2 sacks in half a season. Yeah, bro, that man started like 11. He started like he didn't start, but played in like the first 2. Then he started like technically 3 and 4. Then he didn't start till like week 9 or something crazy like that. Like he had like 2 games where he started somewhere in between not starting a bunch of games, and then he finally started week 9. Rico, the Patriots don't get a QB in free agency or draft. What will they do? I don't know, honestly. I have no idea. They're going to get somebody. It might just end up being a late round QB, but they're not going into next season with this current quarterback room right now. EA is what happens with the monopoly on entertainment. It's the same product every year, just like 2K is with 2K, man. Just like 2K with 2K, bruh. You need a competitor to bring out the best in that gaming company, because it's like, hey, why spend more money, more time, more effort to make this game better when y'all are gonna pay the same amount for it anyway, even if we don't care. 90 tackles. What's up, Pedro? We're lucky that games just generally cost $60. like just in general. Because like if like EA had a monopoly on Madden and like games weren't just like $60 all the time across the board, they could charge whatever for it, really. And that would be super unfair. That's why like you can't allow monopolies and things like real life things like oil and stuff. And like electricity and water and like just because if somebody has a monopoly on that, they can charge whatever they feel like it. Brady is a top 10 QB this season. He has balled though. I mean, again, I think it's a mix of him and the team around him though. Now I still watch the Royals and Cardinals game. I guess if you like baseball, like you said, too much to give up to get Watson. Yeah, I don't want to give up on too much though. I don't, because we got to remember. This team, how it is currently with Deshaun Watson, just added to it as a Super Bowl contender. But if you're giving away all of these picks, if you're giving away even star players, then technically this roster isn't a Deshaun Watson away from winning a Super Bowl, and that will set us back, and then we'll just be Deshaun Watson will almost be in the same scenario he's in with the Houston Texans. I mean, we're better than them even if you take away Chase Young. But still, I definitely don't want to give away Chase Young. Because Chase Young and Matthew Stafford or Chase Young and Trey Lance is better than just Deshaun Watson without Chase Young. In my opinion. Yeah, but he's not Calvin Johnson. Galladay can ball. And he can't stay healthy. Nobody's Megatron. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, and Galladay can't stay healthy. I love Galladay, but he can't stay healthy. Football, then combat sports for me, and make kickboxing, boxing, all types of grappling. Megatron is tough all the time. If we get Stafford, I like to get Galladay and Juju. I'm good on Juju. I don't even want to deal with that personality. And again, I think Juju's going to go for wide receiver 1 money. And if we do that, he's going to be wide receiver 3 over here. Matthew Stafford, Scary Terry, get Allen Robinson, plus our defense. Yeah, it could be crazy. That's Cap Stafford has good weapons around him and decent. It's always confuses me when I hear people say Cap outside of Atlanta. It's just, I don't know. It's always like is he from Atlanta when he said? And I gotta remember everybody says Cap. Stafford has good weapons around him and decent lines, just trash defenses. Yeah, well, he hasn't had great weapons. I mean, he did have Megatron at one point. Kenny Galladay, when he's available, is really good, but that's if, rarely. I think Terry McLaurin and like potentially Allen Robinson or Corey Davis gives him potentially the best receiving core he's ever had. Because I don't like Marvin Jones that much. Again, it's another guy I've had on fantasy leagues every year. T.Y. Hilton, Marvin Jones every year. I'm the one that's got to deal with him. And I just don't. Marvin Jones, one of them guys, 150 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 game. The next 5 disappears. I don't like Marvin Jones. I'm personally good. Rico, Bruce Arians really said that Antoine Winfield should win Defensive Rookie of the Year. He wasn't even better than Cameron Curl. Exactly. That's what I said in my video, man. That man had the nerve. Where are we at? I'm not as far behind as I thought. His best wide receiver had 500 yards. Yeah, this year, Matthew Stafford's receiving core was terrible. Megatron, one of the best wide receivers ever. NFL 2K was the best NFL games. Those were back in the days when I used to abuse Steven Davis. That was really fun. That was one of my favorite virtual running backs I've ever played with in a video game. Steven Davis from the old Burgundy and Gold, man. But I'm young. CBS Sports is a joke. Some bum from their team gave Defensive Rookie of the Year to Patrick Queen. Oh, yeah, somebody trolling. Somebody did that for clicks. Ain't no way. 2K needs to hurry up and make the NFL game so EA will finally fix Madden. Now, I need NCAA. I don't even care about Madden. I don't care about 2K. NCAA, you'll finally get me to get on a sports game by myself. I only play Madden and 2K because my friends play it. I'm not a sports game person. I'm straight shooters and strategy and RPGs like Elder Scrolls and all of those type of games. And sandboxes like Ark and I might get into Rust and stuff like that. I don't really play sports games. Who should I do next? Let's do Chase Young. Let's do Chase Young. But if NCAA comes back out, oh yeah, I'm on it. I'll do a franchise by myself. I just like NCAA that much more than any other sports game out there doing it. I love NCAA. I was so mad when they sued them. When the players sued them, that was so petty. Y'all need to take y'all energy elsewhere to get y'all money instead of suing. Leave NCAA alone. How about you sue actual college football? The actual NCAA. Leave EA alone. I don't care if I'm saying this because I'm from Texas. I don't give two you know what about soccer. I mean, Atlanta is just straight football and basketball. It ain't nothing else in Atlanta. I mean, the South in general is straight football. And then Atlanta's like super black, so it's really just basketball and football, and that's it. But even then, like Anthony Edwards could tell you, like he said, he plays basketball, but all he cares about is football. He doesn't just sit down and watch basketball for fun. I'm kind of the same way. Like I really don't watch basketball just for the fun of it. I might watch it if it's like an important, like again, like James Harden's first game with the Nets. I was like, let me tune in to see how this works and things like that. But just watching basketball, again, I think that's just a lot of Atlanta in me. Like Atlanta just generally just really likes football, and really everything else is just a distant second. With basketball, a distant second, and then everything else a distant third from basketball. I mean, we had a hockey team, and the fans cared about it so little that they moved to Canada. Like they just weren't selling tickets or nothing. It's just a really black city, and generally black people just care about football and basketball. At least down here. Yeah, it's just some dumb dude that writes articles, though he has no valid opinion. Landon Collins, Tim Settle, Ryan Anderson, good trade value. The problem with Landon Collins is that he costs so much, so I don't know what that trade value is looking like, because Landon Collins is still pretty talented, but boy, that man costs a lot of money. I'm not gonna lie, Chase shows some leadership than some of the vets out here. Oh yeah, for sure. He was our Ray Lewis, our Brian Dawkins. I love Chase Young, bro. He's more than just with the talent he puts on the field. That man. Aja, did you break your dang cone? What are you doing? I gotta reassemble your cone. How do you even do this? What did you do? Aja, you might be the worst thing doing it. You know that, man? I don't even know how to fix the cone. And you won't sit still so I can fix it. Aja, you might be the slowest doing it, man. Might be the slowest doing it. I'm gonna take you out after I'm done live streaming. I don't care if I'm saying this because okay, I just saw that. Not gonna lie, yep, just saw that. Godwin, break, Gronk, Evans, then Fournette and Jones at running back. Yeah, that's ridiculous, bro. Football 1, basketball 2, then everything else. Jones, bro, exactly, bro. But that's probably because you're from Texas and I'm from Atlanta. That's just how it goes. Everything else is just like, what's the point? I didn't start even kind of liking soccer until I went to college. When I went to New York, and then I had friends that like soccer, like Shay, so I started watching it with them, and then I started to kind of like it. But even then, again, like I said, I'm 85% football, maybe 15 basketball. Everybody else shares 5%, with soccer getting the majority of that last 5%. Let me see. I like Allen Robinson or Curtis Samuel this year. He didn't have them, dummy. Juju is a bum. Keep him away from this football team. That's like saying Phillip Rivers didn't have weapons. Now, Matthew Stafford definitely did not have weapons this past year. It was, that was bad. My boy Troy Cabrera with the $20 donation. Appreciate that, man. You ain't even have to do that, bro, man. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. I got to scroll back up, though. My boy Troy Cabrera always coming here with the clutch donation. Ron says the main goal is winning a Super Bowl. I'm glad. Thank you. Don't come in here with these regular little mediocre expectations of just winning the NFC East and that's it. I'm saying he threw a 4K without any of them this year. And we didn't have weapons necessarily either. But that's what we're saying. We're saying we can go get them. But we are 100% getting them. Please no Trubisky. Please. Oh, yeah, definitely not Trubisky. Oh, no, I'm good. Oh, I think I missed a few comments. Nobody's traded for Landon yet. Megatron, Kenny Galladay, Golden Tate, Marvin Jones is bad. No, yeah, we're talking about this year. We're talking about at the same time. Megatron was great, but it only lasted a little while, and then the rest of the team was terrible. Kenny Galladay can't stay healthy. Golden Tate's good, but I've never been like, man, I'm really jealous of the fact that we don't have Golden Tate. Theo Reddick's cool, but Theo Reddick at his best hasn't even been J.D. McKissick at his best, honestly. So, like, Matthew Stafford hasn't just had this great ensemble of receiving cores to work with, honestly. And even me, I'm not willing to give up a first for Matthew Stafford. But, hey, Matthew Stafford wasn't out here with what Tom Brady got with the Bucs at all. It was never like that. Allen Robinson is good, but nah, Jarvis Landry was drafted 2 spots later and has nearly doubled the production. I take consistent over flashy. I mean, Allen Robinson is always open. There's literally a whole highlight tape, I forgot where I saw it, of him being, it was out of Twitter on YouTube. He's literally consistently open and the quarterback throws it over his head or just doesn't throw it to him at all. Allen Robinson is better than Jarvis Landry. Jarvis Landry just had better quarterback play. He's had better receivers opposite. I mean, now with Odell, until Odell got hurt, and And then even with Miami, he had a nice little 1-2 punch with Devontae Parker and Kenny Stills and them. That helps. That helps a lot. Allen Robinson just be out there by himself, and terrible quarterbacks. Reunion with Logan Thomas is a good idea. That could work. I like that idea. I think Bill will get Jimmy G back in New England. That would be funny. Shea, I think Shea would like that. I think the Pats are getting Stafford. Robinson got locked up a lot. Well, you are the Bears fan, so I really like Allen Robinson though. Where do you think Andy Dalton is going? I don't know. I didn't even think about Andy Dalton. I forgot he existed. Maybe just staying a backup. Still a great wide receiver, not sure about $20 million. I think I saw on Spot Track he may be able to go for like $15 million a year. I would hope. But yeah, Allen Robinson for $20 million, that's too much. I prefer to get Corey Davis for $11 million a year than Allen Robinson for $20. And I love Allen Robinson. I think Allen Robinson's better than Corey Davis, but I do want to be smart with our money. I don't want to just go spend it top money on top guys everywhere, because we still got to remember to re-sign guys. Can't believe there's still people wanting Cam Newton. I'd rather keep Heineke at that point. Slick. Yeah, basically. I say Galladay too, make them real comfy with them, and McKissick, Jimmy G trash. I'm a little late, but let's take a look at Dak. Dak's going to cost too much. That's my problem with Dak. But Dak is a top 10 quarterback. Hey, Rico, we need to trade for Stafford a first round, third. He will only be 21. I just don't want to give up a first. If we got to involve a first, I prefer to trade up for Trey Lance and Zach Wilson. But I do want Stafford. I'm just not willing to give up a first for him. I don't want him that bad. And that's coming from a UGA fan. What's good, Stefan? Dak can't get over the hump in big game. That's another thing, too. Like, Dak's stats are a little inflated. He's always playing from behind. And, I mean, it's the defense fault, but it's also his fault that he's always behind. So he gets a lot of his stats in garbage time. That's just straight facts. But he's still a top 10 quarterback. It's just like he's not about to just... We see 5,000-yard throwing season. It's not like he's just doing this in regular games. A lot of that is garbage time. Dak asking for the whole cap space. Yeah, I'm not doing that. To be honest, I know y'all gonna hate me for this, but I'm really happy for Dwayne. And whenever he's starting, I think I might turn on the Steelers game. I'm rooting for him. Watch the NFL pregame show right now. Matt has some, if not the most, comebacks ever. Comeback team. I never even looked into that. I haven't even looked into his comeback stats. So, I mean, Matthew Stafford is a baller, though. NBA just boring to me, just can't get with it. I mean, it's like cool, but it's not football to me. Like, I feel you. I thought Greg Olsen retired. Seahawk. Greg Olsen retired. So y'all saying pull the trigger on Stafford? As long as it's not a first round pick, that's how I feel about it. I don't know if like some of y'all may be willing to give away a first round pick. I don't like them that much. Dalton and Dak are the same tier. Oh, no, you hate it. Nah. Dak isn't Dalton. You hate it. Dak is a top 10 quarterback. Landon better play starting linebacker before he plays bench. That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying the same thing. He better humble himself. He better humble himself. Where we at? Hi everyone. What's good, Jose? Greg Olsen retired and he's gonna be on Fox. Oh, that's interesting. Landon better get used to that bench if he don't want to play linebacker, because I don't know when he gonna be out there. Troy Cabrera donated 20. Oh, yeah. I already clapped it. I think I'm just really far behind. Yeah, because this comment was 212 that I'm reading now is 218. I'm a little behind. No, he didn't retire. Their team just choked football, everything else, basically. That's how I feel. I'm going to be super upset if we don't re-sign Anderson and at least give him a shot at Sam with Davis retiring. I forgot about that. I do want to give him a chance because the 2019 season, he actually looked pretty good at Sam linebacker, so I don't know what happened with that. Definitely need to move Landon the linebacker. Got to. I'm late, but I mean, and I hate the fact that like not even just people in general, but he said he doesn't want to play linebacker, and then a lot of people feel like he won't play linebacker because of his weight. But what's his name? Darius Leonard for the Colts is like 10 pounds lighter. So boy, Landon Collins, if you don't toughen up and play linebacker. So he agrees. Cam Curl already a top 10 safety. I don't want to crown him yet, but he did do something that no other rookie safety has done since 2006. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to speak on that too much. I can't watch soccer going on for an hour without a goal. Again, I just have it in the background. I don't intensely watch it. And there's no other sport other than football that I just watch, and that's all I'm doing. I mean, because I'm a multitasker. I have a short attention span. I have to be doing like multiple things at the same time, just in general, like just in general. Even when I'm watching football, that's why I like live streaming, because I'm talking to y'all. I'm probably doing something else on my computer at the same time. But like basketball, soccer, even though those are second and third place of the sports I watch, I still have to be doing something else. Like I can't just literally watch basketball. I'm not entertained by it enough at all. I have to be playing a video game, working on a video, anime to the side, watching that at the same time, and I have basketball muted. Like I don't know. This football is the only thing that really keeps my full attention, and even then, like, you know what I'm saying. I'm with football. I'm usually doing something else with it too at the same time. At the very least, in my Xbox party chat, talking to like 10 other people. Definitely a top 10 rookie safety. Oh, no, he was the best rookie safety. But I'm ready for free agency. I am, too. Imagine if we chose Trubisky. Yeah, we can't even speak that into existence. What's good, Troy Cabrera? Was good. My boy Troy Cabrera with another donation. Boy, you ain't have to do that to him, bro, man. Appreciate that for real. My boy Troy Cabrera is a real one, y'all, man. Really appreciate that, man. For real, for real. Let me see. Yuri, no doubt, a lot of good QBs would have sucked on the Lions. Yeah, very true. That's a really good point. Okay, Troy is on fire. Boy, he not playing with nobody right now. If we got Trubisky, I would quit being a fan. Trubisky has potential, but Matt Nagy's play calling sucks. Slick, but I don't know. I'm scared of Trubisky. I'm good on Trubisky, me personally. All right, who was that we just did? Chase Young. Let's do some Montez Sweat. How about that? Let's do some Montez Sweat on the way out. You know what I'm saying? Live stream for another like 39 minutes. If we get Matt, tell him bring his boys Kenny and Marvin. I'm pretty good on Marvin, honestly. I just don't really like Marvin. Gotta draw the line somewhere. By the way, Rico loved the new outro. Appreciate that. McVay does seem to want golf. Kenny didn't play all year. I don't know. Trubisky is horrible. Trubisky isn't bad. Those two back-to-back comments, completely different. Hope Ron doesn't go too far on his former players and sign Cam Newton. Yeah, I don't want Cam Newton. I'm pretty sure he knows he's done with Cam Newton. Rico, I love the appreciate that, Kobe, man. Really appreciate that. Thank you again for bringing your friends too, man. Trubisky just needs a coach that doesn't adapt to his abilities. Oh, just has a coach. I mean, yeah, when a team doesn't, yeah, Greg Olsen just retired. And he would join Fox as a full-time analyst, like King Sean said. But, yeah, man, trying to force a quarterback to fit into your offense rather than fitting your offense around that quarterback is stupid. Now you can't call a play to save his life. O-line was booty, too. Shit come here. If Jimmy, and that's a Bears fan talking right there, so that should let you know everything you need to know. If Jimmy G can go to the Super Bowl, Stafford can go. Hey, that's extreme. Stafford's definitely better than Jimmy G, but that's also expecting our team to be as good as that team was. Because, again, that 49ers team, other than quarterback and receiver, was clearly better than the Chiefs. If you take away quarterback, their team was way better than the Chiefs. It was just Pat Mahomes. Look, man, I don't care. Cam with some weapons can at least get you 9 or 10 wins with our defense. If Alex can get 7, Cam can get us more. Now, I do kind of like that point. I can see that. If Alex can get you 7, Cam can get you 9. I'm thinking, but then again, I'm calculating that the schedule was definitely more difficult because, again, remember, winning a division makes your schedule more difficult. So, like, I think Cam may be 8. I'll give him 8. Because he doesn't have it anymore. He's hurt. It'd be different if this was Cam from a few years ago. Then he would be right up there with Watson almost, and clearly better than Matthew Stafford. But right now, it's just not the same. But yeah, Alex Smith. I didn't believe in Alex Smith hype either. I was not loving this Alex Smith journey that people. I mean, I loved his comeback. Like, of course, who doesn't like that? But like Alex Smith potentially as being our starting quarterback going into 2021 was never my thing. I'd rather give up 119th pick for Stafford than 2 firsts and something to trade up. Nah, I'd still prefer to trade up. We can get Matt Stafford for a 2nd and a 3rd, possibly. Not sure, but we'll see. What's good, King Saul? Michael Thomas making $20 million and being a no-show in the last game proves why you shouldn't overpay the wide receiver position. I mean, he was hurt, but I definitely agree. I do agree to overpaying the receiver position at this point is just a little, just like running back. Running back's even worse, though. Running back, paying big money for a running back is stupid at this point unless you're just unstoppable like a Derrick Henry. Now Trubisky, I'm fine. Or really versatile like a Christian McCaffrey where he's basically 2 positions. And you're paying for a wide receiver and a running back. Now Trubisky, I'm fine with. He showed potential. I'm straight on Trubisky. Troy Cabrera donated another 20. Trubisky, where am I at? Where was I at? Where am I at? Where am I at? Where was that? Where was that? Where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? Dang, I'm behind. 219, I'm 225. It's not that bad. It's just a lot of comments, but I'm not that far behind in the what's the thing? Oh, here we go. The what's the thing? With the wooden name, with a wooden name. Hope we get a preseason this year. I do too. Trubisky will hold this team back. I agree. He's like Darnold, where he's a little damaged. I hope we not getting Matt for a second and a third. There's other people that want him. I think that is the main problem with that, but it's possible. We'll see. Rico, you got merch? Yes, sir, I do. Go. It's in the link. It should be in the link of this video. It should be in the description of this video. Let me check. I think so. I hope so. Hold on. It should be. Let me check. Yeah, it's right there. It's the channel member and the merch right there. Yes, sir. We got the merch up there. I need to add more, honestly. I looked it up. He has 31 comebacks up there with the very best. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, Matthew Stafford is a baller, but I didn't know it was 31, though. That's even better than I thought. Not giving up a first. Yeah, I don't want to give up first for Stafford. My boy Troy Cabrera, what's good, man? Appreciate the donations, man. Big time, for real. I feel bad for Andy Dalton. The Bengals are my second favorite team. Bengals have my favorite colors in jerseys, but that's just because my favorite color is orange. Like, especially that orange with black. They have my favorite jerseys in NFL by far. I don't know when he's gonna be out there. Stafford is a little broken. I don't think he's that broken. Stafford, I think the past 20 starts he's played 15 of them or something like that. And I think he had like a whole 4-game stretch of games where of seasons where he never missed a game, or like he literally didn't even get hurt. Stafford, 3 second rounds. Tim Settle. Matt is on pace to be a number 1 in comebacks. Deshaun Watson or bust. I don't want Stafford and Newton. 3 second rounder. Lions Nation said the trade combo for Stafford starts with a 1st and a 3 at least. Hey, well then, it sounds like I don't want him. The only people ahead of him have like 8 years on him. Oh, that's a really good point though, LC. Noah Chukwuemeka donated another 20. He donated a total of 40. Yeah, I clapped it up each time. I saw it, but thank you though. I saw it. I saw my boy Troy. 2 seconds, Tim Settle. I just don't want to give a first for Stafford, but I think if we don't, Pat's gonna give him a better bargain. Roquan Smith is also lightweighted linebacker, and he's first team All Pro. I mean, that's Georgia though. That's different. You know what I mean? Like he just got that Georgia in him. You know what I'm saying? We can't compare Landon Collins to that. You know what I mean? Can't compare Landon Collins to somebody from Georgia. Yeah, I mean, no one would do it for 1st and 3rd. No, Tim Sutter, we need our depth. Rico, can we see Ronald Darby film? Yeah, I can throw some Darby. We can throw in some Darby. It's probably not gonna be a lot though. Let's see how much they offer me. Boy, they go all the way back to when he was on other teams, I guess. I'm not do it by season, cause I know he don't have. Yeah, he 400 something plays. It only gives us 78, but hey, we'll go ahead and rock with the Derby. I always thought the reason why Orlando played bad this year was because his Achilles was already injured. It's just that it wasn't thought the way it was till announced. Come on, what you willing to give up? I don't know what they're willing to give up. I know I don't want to give away a first though. Peyton the Great, he's probably worth second and 4. Teddy Tyrod Taylor and Baker versus Bortles, Foles, and Trubisky. That's a level playing field. I'm not gonna let you sit there and act like Landry had much better QBs. Nah, the Bears have been worse, bruh. I know that's not great. It's not like Landry just had like these just excellent quarterbacks, but that's better than Ryan Fitzpatrick is better than any quarterback either Landry or Allen Robinson have had. Well, how much does Landon Collins weigh? I forgot the exact number. But I remember looking it up, and like Darius Leonard was literally like 10 pounds lighter, I think. Trubisky started to show potential in September before he got benched. I'm not giving up a first to Stafford because we need that 19 to pilk the build around and who we get in free agency. If Matt was younger, I would give up first in a heartbeat. Maybe if he were younger, maybe. I don't know, man. It's going to be a lot of teams bidding for him. Teams might get desperate. Yeah, I do think it may end up costing a lot just off of the fact that other teams trying to get him too. Rico, you need PlayStation. The new PS5 is dope. I have it, but I just don't. I mean, I don't like single. I've explained this in previous streams. Oh yeah, because you haven't been here. I don't really care about single player games. I'm the type that I prefer to watch single player games rather than play it. Like, I prefer to watch somebody. Like, I've watched people play all the Call of Duty's campaigns, and like I like it to be like a movie. Like, I don't want the cam. I don't want their voice in it. I want it to literally run like it's a movie. So I know I'll run through Call of Duty campaigns, Assassin's Creed campaigns, and then be doing something else. Like, I just don't have the attention span to play a single player game. I'm just a complete multiplayer game guy. I'm on Xbox for the party chat. It's like 16 of us every now and then, and you know, multiplayer games. I play shooters and stuff. So like, I prefer to watch somebody play single player. I either watch Corey X Kenshin play somebody or Rad Brad. I try to support. I don't really like Rad Brad's videos like that, but he's from Atlanta, so I try to support him because of that. But it's literally usually just Corey X Kenshin, or if I really I really want to get into the story, I watch it with no cam and no audio. So yeah, like, PlayStation is single player, and I just don't really like all the exclusives and stuff. I don't really. The only exclusive I wish Xbox had was Persona, but even then, like, it's just like I prefer to just play my shooters and my RPGs and stuff like that. But you know, I've heard PlayStation is nice, especially for those that like single player games. If you like exclusives and single player games, PlayStation is great. But like, I have one. I don't even. That is just sitting there. Like, I don't even. It's just Xbox. I'm waiting for Halo. Halo's my favorite gaming franchise, so I'm always going to be Team Xbox just off of that alone. But also, just Xbox is multiplayer, party chat. PlayStation is single player. Actually wouldn't be mad if we got Trubisky. He's not that bad. No, I'm straight on Trubisky. Landon won't be traded. He makes too much money. Exactly. That's the sad part about it. Ryan Tannehill and Baker Mayfield are way better than Blake Bortles and Mitch Trubisky. Oh, yeah. It's not. I don't even think it's close. T.Y. Hilton. Nah, I'm pretty straight. I think Trubisky can be fixed. And you never know. Outro does go hard. Appreciate that. I don't want a lame duck QB. Jared Cook. We could look into Jared Cook. Maybe. Logan Thomas is tight end 1, though. We need someone more likely not to fail than fail. Staff. Where are we at? We don't need any more young QBs right now. Get a veteran. I prefer young, but I see what y'all are saying. Y'all are just tired of taking chances, but I'm going higher ceiling, lower floor than just, you know, middle. I understand why y'all prefer safer, but I'm going for the higher ceiling. I'm sorry. I got to root for higher ceiling. They say Mariota might get cut as a cap casualty. I say, why not? I'm a little worried. I just don't like. I never liked Mariota even coming out the draft, so I just, At least Mitch better than us having take sack for no reason. Smith. Hey, Slick. I would honestly take Trubisky probably over Alex Smith. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think Cam gets you more wins than Smith. Maybe not this current Cam. This current Cam is beat up, bro. He's struggling. A QB competition that includes Heineke, Allen, and Darnold might be the way to go. That makes me sad. I don't even want. I hate Kyle Allen. I'm not gonna lie. I do not like Kyle Allen. Y'all made me hate Kyle Allen though. Without fans included, I dislike Kyle Allen. But like, the way some people legitimately think Kyle Allen was the savior of this team started to make me hate him. Like, y'all, a lot of y'all did this. It wasn't me. It wasn't even Kyle Allen's fault. Alex Smith gotta go. No, Cam, please, no, he's injured and doesn't read. Yeah, Cam Newton just isn't even because his athleticism, again, favorite quarterback of all time. So I'm gonna be completely objective. Even in his prime, at his peak, his athleticism bailed him out of a lot of situations. He's never been just this great pocket quarterback. And right now, since his athleticism isn't bailing him out anymore, he's struggling. Kind of like Westbrook. Westbrook, once his athleticism starts to die down, he's gonna struggle unless he develops a shot. And Westbrook's my favorite NBA player, and Cam Newton's my favorite football player. And it's just like, I can admit, I'm always gonna be objective. Those guys just don't have it anymore. Now that their athleticism is declining, it's just struggle. The linebacker from Notre Dame is only 215. Collins better switch or take a seat. Wouldn't hate Mariota. Us with Matt and a few upgrades would be on their level, no doubt in my mind. Yeah, I mean that's if we can get them. Cause I mean Matthew Stafford may attract some free agents, but like not like a Deshaun Watson would. Deshaun Watson would have us having our pick at receivers in free agency. Because I just don't see why a receiver wouldn't want to come here with Deshaun Watson. You know your offensive line is trash when a mobile quarterback gets sacked just as much as a non-mobile quarterback. Alex retired. But our defense, Matt Stafford can win 10 or 11 games. That's what I'm thinking too. I'm thinking like 11 games, playoff win here and there. I mean, unless we just go, we hit home runs in free agency in the draft, which I'm not depending on. That's why I'm always like not calculating that. Because who knows what's going to happen in free agency in the draft. But if you add Matthew Stafford to this team, and I mean, we say we have like just an average offseason, I don't think we're necessarily Super Bowl contenders. I think we're like a really good team. I think we win the NFC East, but like I don't think we're just like this scary team like the Chiefs or the Bills, the Packers and stuff like that. Olsen retired. He's going to Fox. We need to take a look at Seth Williams. I need my QB of the future. I need to scroll. Where we at? I missed it. I'm behind. I need to start going through here, man. I need to start answering fast. I'm about to start talking extra fast, man. Hold on. Let me wait till I catch up to where I'm at. Boy, I'm behind. I'm behind like crazy. Yeah, I'm behind like 11 minutes right now. Bruh. Alright, here we go. Okay, y'all just joined. I just heard about Matthew Stafford wants a new change. Yep. It's official. Greg Olsen has retired from the NFL. Yep. King Sean was reporting that earlier. NFL Network says Stafford will go to Washington. Oh, you talking about like them guessing where he's going to go? If we trade, they'll keep Alex to start and let young QB sitting behind him. Nah. I love Alvin Kamara. That's another person from Atlanta that I root for. I would rather take Mariota than Stafford. I would prefer Stafford. I'm not. Then again, Mariota's a free agent, so you don't have to trade for him, which kind of changes things. But like just straight up Stafford or Mariota, I definitely prefer Stafford. I don't like Mariota. Nagy's play calling is arena football. Alex Smith knife comeback story, but let him go. Yeah, he got to go, bro. All right, after doing more research on what market requires, okay, giving him my first, but that's it. Nothing else unless it's 5th round or later. Nothing over a second for Stafford, but I prefer to have Stafford over any QB in the draft except Wilson. I'm basically there except for add Lance and Wilson. I like Lance more than Wilson, but I'm same thing with Wilson also. I prefer Lance, Wilson, then Stafford. And then everybody, whoever. Mac Jones, Kyle Trask, sorry. So Nagy called a pass and play on 4th and 1 versus the pass. Never you got that far behind. Belichick needs Stafford. Beyond staying. I think right this second with Matt, we can win 10. With good wide receiver, linebacker, safety, we can win. Yeah, LC, I'm kind of with you on that. I kind of agree. But again, I just don't want to depend on the fact that we're going to hit on another receiver, linebacker, and safety. That's why I'm kind of like thinking as if like we don't have those as options. You know what I'm saying? I just want to go in. I'm trying to think worst case scenario, what can Matthew Stafford do with us? If our roster were exactly how it is right now with Matthew Stafford. But there is the possibility of getting at least one of those positions upgraded very well. Like a major upgrade to receiver, linebacker, or safety. Quite possibly. But I just want to make sure I don't depend on that. I don't want to think of Matthew Stafford as if he has Terry McLaurin, Allen Robinson. We have Levante David and linebacker. We have Anthony Harris at safety. Like I don't want to envision it like that. I'm trying to do somewhere in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not worst case scenario, somewhere in the middle. I'd be cool with these QBs: Mariota, Trubisky, Cam, and Stafford and Watson. Maybe even Darnold. Your list is way more extensive than mine. Facts, Mariota might be cheaper, solid option. He is definitely cheaper, I can tell you that. Landon Collins can play linebacker. KPO is only 9 pounds heavier. It is. Deron Payne in a third for Stafford. I don't want to give up Deron Payne. I really don't want to. I'd rather have Greg Minuski as our coach. I'd take Alex. He's 11-4 with us. What team? Alex Smith? Like right now, Alex Smith? Ain't no way. He can't win 11 teams no matter what team he on at this point. Landon better get down there or his bench player. Landon definitely needs to be a hybrid J-Mod. Rather have Sam Darnold than Trubisky. I don't know. I never really thought about that. Whew, that's a difficult one. Alex can't beat elite teams with his leg. Exactly. Washington, Colts, and 49ers are front runners for Matt Stafford. I'm not surprised. I think the Patriots may be involved too, though. Maybe. I don't want Matt Stafford either. We need QB to get ball out quick and he can take off on them if no one is open. Yeah, that's why I want Lance or Wilson. I really want J.C. Jackson, but what do you think about A.J. Bouye? I didn't even pay attention to A.J. Bouye last year. Didn't he go to... Isn't he on a different... He's not on the Jaguars anymore, isn't he? I didn't really pay attention to him last year. So I can't really answer that question. But I know J.C. Jackson is a baller, though. Bengals finna get some new jerseys. Don't hate like that. Don't do me like that. Unless they gonna end up being 152 or 160 games. Huh? What is that number? Mine's is Falcons. I can't be mad at that. I mean, I just hate the Falcons with so much of a passion. I don't even want to, like... I can't even... I mean, I can admit objectively that jerseys are pretty nice. But I hate the Falcons too much to give them any credit, so I'm not doing it. So we just did Darby. Who else we looking at? We could look at Kendall Fuller, see what he did. He had a few interceptions. We can do these little 68 plays real here. Rico, you think we need to change up our uniforms, keep the burgundy and gold? I do like a lot of those concepts. I did those videos on during the offseason last year a lot. But I'm cool with what we currently have. Like, I don't hate what we have. At least we changed into a deeper burgundy rather than that more reddish burgundy we had for a long time before this year. So I'm cool with our jerseys. I would like some more creative jerseys, but you know what I'm saying. Bengals getting new jerseys. Are they really? Bills need new jerseys. Yeah, their jerseys are boring. I've never liked the red, white, and blue or just plain blue. Like, people like the Alabama jerseys. People like the Giants jerseys. I've never liked plain jerseys like that. Let me see. When are we getting new uniforms? I don't know. Maybe with a new name, we might get new uniforms. Lance or Watson or no one else. I mean, I'm like Lance, Wilson, Watson, maybe Stafford. But then again, Watson only if the price is right. I'm not about to be sitting here giving up our whole future for Watson. I love Watson, but I prefer to take my chances with Lance or Wilson. Stafford has played 152 starts. I don't want. Yeah. He's nowhere near as injury prone as people act like. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let them know, bro. We got that as the pinned comment too. I seen some Red Wolves jersey concepts that was so fire. I agree. There's definitely some Red Wolves jerseys out there that are crazy. Some people are talking about 2 firsts and a third for Stafford. But why don't we just do that to move up to get like Lawrence or Wilson or Lance? I definitely prefer for the same amount of value. If I prefer Stafford, Lance, or Wilson, or Lawrence or whoever, or Fields, I'm taking the younger guy. If it's the same exact value, if we're talking about 2 firsts and a third, I'm trying to get my young quarterback. I'm taking a chance on a guy on quarterbacks with a higher ceiling. All of them have a higher ceiling than Matthew Stafford. And I love Matthew Stafford, but they all are more they're more naturally talented. Now, who knows if they're actually going to end up being better quarterbacks, but like just God-given talent and just natural gifts and stuff, they're definitely more talented than Stafford. Not even really close, really. The Weeknd uses only the same 3 chords in every one of their songs. That's so random. I didn't even know Tim Settle had a kid until I got his Instagram. I didn't know he had a kid either. But I don't really pay attention to what like sports players doing like in their real lives. I've never really. What if we gave our third this year and our first for 2023 for Stafford? A first is still a first for me. I understand like later first, like future years first, or have less value per se than like a current first, but it's like then in 2023 we're gonna be looking around like, why don't we have a first round pick? Dang. And then remember, and I'm gonna be sad. If you get the white tiger jersey concept for the Bengals, then they have the best jerseys hand down. I just personally, I mean, I'm biased. I just love orange is my favorite color. I can admit that. That's the only reason the Bengals jersey. I don't even really like tigers like that. It's not like I just love tigers or tiger print. Zebra print's my favorite print, but I just like orange and black are my favorite 2-color combination. Roquan played better than Mac. Really? Hey, I love to hear that, AGM. I love to hear that. Thank you. That's coming from a Bears fan. Georgia don't win big game. Hey, we not about to start this. Yeah, Matt didn't miss a game for 8 years. He missed 4 the year before last, but none last year. He's not broken. Yeah, I don't like the stigma that Matthew Stafford is injury prone. I don't understand that. Better off getting RG3, give up Ryan Kerrigan. We technically can't give up Ryan Kerrigan because we don't own Ryan Kerrigan. He's an unrestricted free agent technically, but I see John Com say he'll give up our 19th pick for Stafford. Pat Fearmon, Seth Williams, Jabril Cox. I love Jabril, bro. I wanted him last year. I was so sad when he decided to go back into the to go back to college instead of going into the draft. And then he went to LSU. I was like, man, he ain't had to do that. I'd like to trade for Trace and have him behind Heineke. They could run the same offense perfectly. Like to trade for Trace. Trace? Am I missing something? Gotta be on our radar. Y'all better go sub the richest channel. Let them know, all caps too. Is Trubisky a free agent? I'm not sure how that works. Leonard is stronger though, and bulky. Landon more skinny, slick. He's like a little bit. He's like a shorter chub, like a stockier version. Do you, Rico, go after a QB in the draft when we get Stafford? Nah, once you get Stafford, we're good. Spend all you can. Draft capital, free agency to build around Stafford. Once you have Stafford, he's your quarterback for at least, hopefully, the next 5 years. He should be, at least. We're good on quarterback. Quarterback becomes the least of our worries after that. Old school still has the magic. Still has that magic, though. Yeah, Fitz balls every now and then. No Trubisky's freaking trash. Jimmy G, Blake Bortles, Trubisky, a horrible Trubisky ain't bad. He could be fit. Rico, you got the Series X and PS5? Yes, I do. Bro, no, we ain't trying to fix no one. Are we re-signing Darby? I hope so. Hopefully not James Bradbury money. Not at all. I don't want to pay him. He's not that much of a lockdown. But I do want to re-sign Darby for like the next 3, maybe 4 years. Draft or win now. I don't think it has to be or. I don't think it's or. I don't think it's an or thing. You can do both. You could draft and win now. If you just hit on quarterback the right way, develop them the right way, design the right offense. I take Mitch, Mariota, Stafford, Watson, Camp. That's why he don't need to come here. I can see us getting Mariota. I mean, most people want Alex Smith and still want him, so that ain't win now material. Mariota, not a free agent. Who in here has Xbox so I can take them out in Madden? We need Auburn's receiver, Seth Williams. I'm about to check him out more. I haven't really watched receivers like that. Never thought he was horrible. He's like Tannehill with Miami, held back by bad coaching. But we could trade for him. People say Mariota might get cut for cap. Craig's Kitchen is funny. Yeah, he's really funny. He's like a little different sense of humor. You know what I'm saying? But like he's more anime and like, you know, all of that type of stuff. But he's still funny. Corey's Kitchen is funny. Nah, most people don't want Alex now. I was never sold on Mariota. Rico is no one. Do we agree? Appreciate that, Troy. My boy Troy not playing today. My boy Troy Cabrera. I thought Herbert was gonna be a bust. I did too. I'm not gonna lie. That's one of the ones I was wrong. I mean, again, because you can look back and remember. First of all, Oregon's offense is worse at preparing quarterbacks for the NFL than Ohio State, in my opinion. Also, his offensive line was terrible. His receivers were terrible. His offensive coordinator was terrible. So it was like, I mean, it was hard to say, is it really Herbert or is it just everything around him is that bad? And it also was that bad. But then Herbert also just wasn't very accurate and things like that. But he put in work and got to the NFL, put in the work and got right, just like Josh Allen. And Josh Allen was horrible. Bro, there's no way you can like Josh Allen and hate Trey Lance. There's no way. Trey Lance is literally better than Josh Allen in pretty much every way coming out of college. There's no way. And I'm just looking at Josh Allen like, come on now. Josh Allen can work out. Anybody can work out as long as you just have the patience. He proved the entire planet wrong. I mean, anybody with like a certain amount of athleticism and certain amount of arm strength, of course. Like, not just anybody. Not Mac Jones, Kyle Trask. I'm talking about with that mold. Big arm, mobile quarterback. If Josh Allen can do it, Trey Lance, Zach Wilson can definitely do it. He proved the entire. When will we be? We will be better off with Stafford and Alex than Mariota. Definitely, I know Alex definitely not, bro. Alex done. The draft capital it take to get Stafford might as well be used to get Wilson and Lance. That 5-year rookie window is so valuable. I agree wholeheartedly. What about Jonnu Smith? Is he a free agent? Jonnu Smith's a free agent? I thought he would ball. GM got laughed at. Bet find me a DC Big O so one. Jonnu Smith and Logan Thomas is insane. Yeah, that would be a great game, man. Wait, I forgot about Jonnu Smith. He's a free agent? Yeah, I told you Friday about the Rico. You ignored my I thought I said something. I thought I said thank you. I remember you acknowledging the outro. I think I remember you saying. I can see that for Cap. I'm not a big fan of Taylor. Now I can see us winning 10 to 11 games. I can, yeah, insane. You had 8. You meant to do I. I see how you meant. I'm looking at the keyboard. I is right under the 8. Just like how you did Q instead of 1 during the Friday stream. That meant King Sean be typing too fast. Y'all want to vet, but Taylor been in the league for 5 years. I mean, my problem with Taylor is that he's just not dependable health-wise yet. I wouldn't say he's injury prone exactly yet, but I'm not trusting Taylor Heineke. Our franchise is in the hands of Taylor Heineke playing 16 games a season. But I just want my boy Cam Newton. He's been my favorite since Oregon. Wait, what? Wait, you just confused me. Since Oregon. Case Keenum Part 2. We can't pass up on Jonnu. Yeah, we can't. If he's a free agent, we got to get him. How did you become a Washington football team fan? I was born in Maryland, and my mom and all of them are Burgundy and Gold fans. So I could have been born and raised in North Dakota. I probably would have been a Burgundy and Gold fan just off of my family. But I was born in Maryland. My biggest concern was could he run an NFL system, make second and third reads, and take snaps under center? Who we talking about? I'm lost. It's so much going crisscrossing conversations. I don't know what we talking about. We need to make a move now while we have young, fresh defense. I mean, but the thing is, I know like with cap situations, we're going to have to find a way to pay everybody. But all of our best players are young. Like within like the first 4 years of their NFL careers. It's not like we have this, we got to win this year or next year, and then that's it. A lot of our best pieces are really young. And like it's like I think we can end up being like a nice 10 to 15 year dynasty. That's what I want. I want to be like how the Patriots were. Like just a consistent like 10-year Super Bowl contender. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm shooting for. I'm shooting for the stars. Like I always say, I'm always going to shoot for the stars. I'm always going to shoot for the best of the best. I understand why people prefer to play it safe because y'all are just tired of losing. But me personally, I'm just shooting for the stars. I'm sorry. I want to be the next 10 year. And I love Matthew Stafford, but he's not 10 years, not 10-year dynasty worthy. Deshaun Watson is. Trey Lance, Zach Wilson could be. You know what I'm saying? That's like that's my thinking on it. But again, I don't mind Stafford. I like Stafford. I just would prefer to not have to give up a first-round pick if I really wouldn't want to. But I wouldn't be too mad. Like, I wouldn't be upset we give up a first and a third for Stafford. I'm not going to be on here pouting. But I definitely prefer to trade up for Lance and Wilson or somebody over spending a first on Stafford. Mans did all that plus more. Not Taylor wasn't even playing most of the time. He wasn't in the NFL even lately. Make a move now. We have a young friend. I said I was messing with it. My boy, appreciate that, J-Mon. Appreciate that. I thought I saw you say that though. Sack for no reason, Smith. Why are we dismissing Taylor Heineke? You gotta dismiss Alex Smith. That's for sure. And Taylor Heineke is not durable enough. I don't even think it's worth putting our franchise's hand. This team is too good to put in the hands of a Taylor Heineke to expect him to play 16 games. Now Taylor Heineke with a Trey Lance or Zach Wilson or Justin Fields or somebody, whoever learning behind them is cool. But same Rico, y'all make Kyle Allen hateable. Bro, they do, bro. They make Kyle Allen boy. He started 2 games. Taylor ain't got no 5 years experience. Who else should I do? I did Kendall. We did. Shoot. We could do. Oh, let's do Terry. That boy Terry. Look at Terry. 148. Terry should take us all the way out to like end the stream at like 3. Kyle Allen isn't good. Y'all don't know. I don't even like talking about him. Kyle Allen was pathetic. Taylor ready for a shot. He scared the Bucks. I live in KC, so my whole family, all my friends are Chiefs fans, so I want Deshaun so we get a chance to beat the Chiefs in Super Bowl. I like that. So you're aiming for the stars too. You want the best of the best. Matthew Stafford isn't the best of the best. I love Matthew Stafford. And Trey Lance and Zach Wilson aren't guaranteed to be the best of the best, but they have the potential to be. That's why I prefer the higher ceiling guys. Never like Kyle Allen, LL Spinal. Same, J-Mon. Would you double dip in third round on offensive line? I don't think it's that bad. I think we can handle offensive line problems in free agency. Taylor is for sure way better than Kyle from the little we know. Oh, yeah. I agree. Cam, definitely. I don't like Kyle. Just so by default, Taylor's better, but Taylor actually is better for real. Did this do that scroll thing again? What I do? Why this scroll? See, Rico, you so behind, bro. Y'all know that what's it called it? That it's the off season live stream. I try to read every comment. That's why I'm behind. Y'all know, like, during the season I'm watching the game, so I don't even try to read every comment. I just read whatever comment comes up. But like, I'm way behind. Oh boy, I might need to catch up. Let me try to scroll through quickly. Elevate Heineke, sign Allen Robinson, and draft Micah Parsons. That might actually be a pretty good team. That's not my favorite option, but I'm not mad at that. This channel is QU. I do about 10 minutes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Burgundy and gold down here in Atlanta too. You'd be surprised how many Washington fans are down here, man. You'd be really surprised. I see it on license plates all the time, and I don't even have a burgundy and gold license plate yet. I want to get one. I'm gonna probably get one like on the front, cause like Georgia and a lot of other states, we don't have to have our license plate on the front and back. Like, we only have to have a back one. Y'all, like in Maryland and New York, you have to have a front and a back license plate, like with your license plate number. But down here, you can I could put anything. I could just put a picture of my face as my front license plate. So I've been meaning to get like a burgundy and gold one. I'll probably customize one with street scores on it. It'll probably have like burgundy and gold on one side, Georgia in the other, and then like street scores in the middle or something. I might put that on the front of my car. Taylor good, ready. Can check out Jayon Brown from Tennessee highlights. Let me write that down. What's good, Hassan? I'm trying to catch up for real, cause like I'm supposed to be in the stream at 3. So let me try to scroll down. I see Smokes done pulled up. What's good? I see Rodney done pulled up. It's that for Rodney. Oh, we got a donation. Hold on, let me scroll through for donation. Anybody that got donated, I gotta talk to them. I can't skip that. Cooley, first of all, appreciate the donation. My boy Alexander, appreciate that. Cooley said he would take Stafford over any QB in the draft. He also said that Josh Allen was the best QB in 18. Well, then that just seems like how does that? Cause like Trey Lance is literally Josh Allen, but more polished coming out of college. Like, he's literally. Like, I don't understand how that goes. And I like Cooley, and I trust his opinions, but of course I disagree with him from time to time. And this is definitely where I disagree, because I don't know how you. Is he saying he? Because there's no. Because is that saying is he saying he prefers Stafford over Josh Allen? Like, if Josh Allen were coming out of this draft, would he prefer Stafford? Because I think Trey Lance and Zach Wilson could potentially be better than Josh Allen. I mean, Trey Lance literally is Josh Allen, little bit faster, more polished, better mechanics, more accurate, better decision maker. He's still raw. He's not perfect, but he's better at all of that than Josh Allen was coming out of college, and he's faster. Slightly less arm strength, but even then, like, Lance is just a better college prospect than Josh Allen was. So I don't know. If he loved Josh Allen, I don't know how he doesn't love Trey Lance. In my opinion, I don't see how that happens. So is he saying he takes Stafford over taking Josh Allen in the draft right now? That's what I'm assuming. And then Zach Wilson's like a different mold, but I think Zach Wilson is going to be great too. Trace McSorley is Lamar Jackson's like hard pass. Let me make sure nobody else donated before I skip a whole bunch of comments. I'm trying to read really fast. Rico, your Xbox on? Yeah, my Xbox is usually on. Thank you though. I'm not playing it right now. My controller is sitting here, but like, you know, you're not on Xbox long enough and the screen kind of fades out. It's like darker. That's how it's been this whole time in the stream. There we go. My Clemson Tigers got y'all Bulldogs week 1 ready for this. Hey, let's get it, Christian. Let's do it. Let's see if DJ got it. The fans just want to say they have a franchise quarterback. Hey, bro, just the bare minimum, huh? Kyle Foster leaving. How excited is the draft? Or you might not do well drafting anyway. Just something to think about. Yeah, that is good. I don't want to depend on it. I'm just not sure how good of a drafter Martin Mayhew is going to be for us. I don't want to depend on the draft and free agency. Rico, how much cap space do you expect us to have once we sign free agents? It just depends who we sign. I don't know. We could do hypotheticals, but I don't know, man. I don't know how much money people are asking for. Spot Track tries to guess it. Like, I think they say Allen Robinson may be going for like $15 million a year, but I wouldn't be surprised if he asked for more than that. Justin Herbert proved his accuracy in the Senior Bowl. That is a good point. When he finally got off the Oregon team, he did look better. So that would be a good reason to project him. But I still was a little worried. I don't know. I was worried about Justin Herbert. I can admit I was wrong about Justin Herbert. Definitely wrong. And I don't know how I don't know how you could expect Josh Allen to end up being as great as he is. There's no way. There's no way. And if you're one of those guys that knew Josh Allen would be this good coming out of college, then that means you absolutely love Trey Lance. That means you like Trey Lance more than I do. If you knew Josh Allen coming out of the draft was going to be great. Like, there's just no way. There's no way. There's no way you can look at Josh Allen in college and be like, yeah, this guy's about to be a top 5 quarterback, top 7 quarterback. There's no way. There's no way. It's just no, I can't see it. And then there's no way you can have that opinion on Josh Allen coming out of college and not feel the same way about Trey Lance. The draft capital would take the move up to draft Zach Wilson would be 2+ first rounds or more. Zach Wilson is a pipe dream. Yeah, I honestly do think Zach Wilson may go before Justin Fields. Zach Wilson might go 2nd overall. Lance reminds me too much of Lamar Jackson. I can kind of see that, but I feel like he's going to be a better pocket passer than Lamar. I think Lance is built like a Josh Allen, kind of. Just not as strong, but faster. But he plays more like a Russell Wilson. He doesn't really play like a Lamar Jackson because Lamar Jackson is still not a great pocket passer. I think Trey Lance shows potential of being a great pocket passer. If we can get... Wait... And Auburn finna whoop Georgia this season. Oh no, that's dead. Auburn. Boy, they our little brother over there, man. That's our little cousin down there. They ain't no threat. They ain't no threat. I would like to see Cam Sims chance at number 2 wide receiver. But the problem is, like, if we get practice. If we can get our quarterback in practice before free agency hits, I'd be down to try it, but I kind of don't want to take that chance. I don't want to go into the season assuming Cam Sims will be a really good wide receiver too, and he doesn't end up doing it. Me personally, I prefer to just go ahead and get somebody, and then Cam Sims, work his way into the rotation and earn his way. You know what I'm saying? I would essentially love to see Cam Sims try his best at wide receiver too, but to pass up on all of these receivers in this free agency in hopes of that Cam Sims would work, and then he ends up not working would make me sick to my stomach. I'm not gonna lie. No, Cooley said he would take Stafford over the QBs in 21 draft. He said Allen was the best QB at 18 to show that he has good judgment about quarterbacks. Oh, I see what you're saying, but I just don't understand how you can look at Josh Allen and know that he's gonna be this great based off of what he did in college, and not think the same thing with Trey Lance. Because Josh Allen is my closest comp to Trey Lance. Trey Lance is just faster with slightly less arm strength. Even though, he kind of plays like a Russell Wilson. He say he plays more like a Russell Wilson than like a Lamar Jackson. He doesn't really play like a Lamar Jackson. But I think my closest comp to him is probably a mix like Josh Allen and Russell Wilson-ish. So I just don't understand how you can love Josh Allen in college. Boy, he was raw. And then Trey Lance, who's raw, but nowhere near as raw as what Josh Allen was coming out of college. I just don't understand it. I love Stafford, UJ guy, but I'm taking my Lance if I can, especially for less. If it takes the same amount of value, I'll still take Lance. Cam isn't ready to be a 2 right now. He isn't putting any attention from Terry. That is true. What's your opinion on Ryan Anderson? I don't remember him winning any matchups or using them wrong. To me, he was another wasted pick. I loved Ryan Anderson the second half of the 2019 season. I don't know what happened this year. Him at linebacker was working better than him at edge rusher, so I don't know why we did that. Lamar is 6'2", 212. Lance is 6'4", 230. Yeah, Lance is definitely a bigger built guy. He's not as fast as Lamar, but he's definitely faster than Josh Allen. They say Trey Lance plays like Russell Wilson because he's an improviser. It's kind of like that. It's like a Josh Allen, Russell Wilson type of thing. I like Zach Wilson more than Lance, but this offense, I like Trey Lance more. I can see that. I can see why the majority of people would prefer Zach Wilson, but Trey Lance does fit this offense better. I can see that. I can definitely see that. And I think when I'm looking at Trey Lance, I'm looking at him through the lens of Scott Turner. Maybe if I were like the Patriots, I'd probably prefer Zach Wilson too. So I think we agree, Herb. I think I just prefer Trey Lance mostly because I'm looking at him with Scott Turner's offense in mind. That may be it. Also, I mean, of course, also he has a higher ceiling. Like, he's just more physically gifted than Zach Wilson. But if I were the Patriots or something, then I prefer Zach Wilson. But with our offense, I prefer Trey Lance. I think he can be, like, ridiculous. We all know dang well Alex can't throw the ball and Dwayne can't see. Cam with a competent QB is different. Trey Lance doesn't have the arm that Allen had in college. Now, I say it's slightly less, but Trey Lance still has a rocket arm. He still has a huge arm. He has a bigger arm than I believe Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, and Justin Fields have. It may not, but nobody has Josh Allen. It's like an argument between Josh Allen, Pat Mahomes, and Aaron Rodgers. I think Trey Lance is like that tier below that, like top 10 arm strength in the NFL. Maybe, I mean, you could argue top 7, maybe even top 5. Because what I've seen Trey Lance do off his back foot is like not too many quarterbacks can do that. But I'm about to go ahead and dip up out of here. I can see us going for Cam, but who knows? I don't want Cam. I love Cam too, but Auburn finna be scary. Bo Nix for Heisman. They ain't about to be Georgia scary. You ain't about to do that to my boys now. Trey Lance doesn't. Ryan Anderson should be the starting Sam linebacker. I want to give him a chance, bruh. I'm trying to tell y'all, give me Mariota over Trey Lance. Watch what I tell you. Nah, I'm good. Yeah, I super don't see that. I don't like Marcus Mariota. And I love Trey Lance, so I'm complete opposite. I'm sorry I missed a lot of comments, though. Good to see Haskins. I just had to catch up. So, fam, I'm late to the party. You came as soon as I'm about to dip up out of here, man. You see Haskins getting another chance. Yeah, I'm happy for him. I'm worried about his accuracy. Yeah, I'm worried about Trey Lance's accuracy a little bit too. Like, I'm not like sure he's just gonna be this super dropping dimes guy. But Josh Allen was way less accurate than Trey Lance coming out of college. It wasn't even close. You should live stream during the Auburn Georgia game. Hey, bet. When do we play? Zach Wilson isn't out of the question. Jets hire the 49ers as a coordinator. You never know. But yeah, to trade up, though, you're going to have to give up a lot. Also, what do you think about the idea of playing Collins at linebacker? He better humble himself. All right, Rico, you have a great day, and I'll try to pull up to the stream now. All right, J-Mon, appreciate that. You too. Heineke showed with Cam and Steve that it was a QB issue, not Steve and Cam's fault. Oh, I thought you were talking about Cam Newton, and I was so confused. But nah. Steven Sims and Cam Sims looked the best they looked all season with Taylor Heineke. And Cam Sims looked pretty good with Alex Smith, so I would move from the 19th pick to the 14th pick to jump the Patriots, draft Lance, and then get Jordan Palmer, work with him off season. That's who helped turn Josh Allen into accurate around. Oh, Rodney? Well, I'm copying and pasting that because that sounds like exactly what I want. I'm copying and pasting that because I would love that. That's a dream case scenario for me. Quincy, what's his name? Quincy, whatever, I forgot his name. The Quincy guy that works with quarterbacks, he's been with Trey Lance ever since that first game he played. Like, even since, like, the beginning of the college season, that Quincy guy's been working with Trey Lance. So maybe Trey Lance might come out his pro day and look crisp, look a little bit more crisp. You can't have a 10-year run when you have to pay all these young guys in the next 2-4 years. That's why a rookie quarterback makes more sense instead of paying people $30 million a year at quarterback. If Haskins fails there, he never had a chance. Still is a perfect for him. I agree, LC. I completely agree. This is last chance, period. It doesn't get any better than the Steelers. The receiving core, the defense, the head coach, and, I mean, the fact that they picked them up shows that they believe in them and they're willing to take their time with them. They're going to believe in them more than this Ron Rivera staff did, so... and they're going to give them more opportunities. They're going to give them more time and effort than this Ron Rivera staff did. I mean, I'm not blaming Ron Rivera staff, but you could tell as soon as Ron Rivera was hired, Dwayne Haskins wasn't his guy. He wasn't about to force Dwayne Haskins. So, but it was more so Dwayne Haskins' fault easily. But this organization didn't put their all in Dwayne Haskins clearly. We don't know what Ron's gonna do anyway. I wouldn't have a problem with any of those options. I mean, there's a lot of guys. Right now we're arguing about which option is good or better. I don't really think any of those options we talked about, except for me, Mariota, Trubisky, or some random other guy, are like the only bad options. Now, when we're talking Stafford, we're talking Lance, Wilson, we're talking Watson. I'm down with all of them. Taylor Heineke maybe with a quarterback learning behind him. You know what I'm saying? I'm down for all of that. The only ones I'm just like, no, is Mac Jones, Kyle Trask, Mariota. In my Mariota one isn't like a really passionate no, but he's definitely in my no. And Trubisky, I'm good on all of those. And maybe, I think, I'm kind of good on Darnold, I'm not going to lie. But everything else is more so I'm just arguing which one I prefer. You know what I'm saying? It's that type of thing. Where was I at? Alright, yeah, I'm about to dip up out of here. Oh, appreciate the donation. Alexander, bruh. You ain't even got to donate to talk, bruh. I'm going to see you. But I appreciate it. Cooley said that Josh Allen ran an NFL-style offense in college. You could tell that he understood concept. That's why he was high on him. I feel the same thing with Trey Lance, though. Trey Lance he runs out. I mean, he runs a lot of shotgun, too, but he's ran I formation, he's ran single back, he's had to like ID potential blitzers and change the protections at the line of scrimmage. He audibles occasionally. He knows how to read safeties one way. He knows he's gonna throw it to the left, but he looks to the right to move the safety, then goes to the left. Like, he knows how to do all that pro level stuff. So I don't understand why people act like he's just this super raw guy coming out of college. Like, he runs play action out of single back. It's not like he's just always in shotgun, pretend to hand it off to the running back and then moves from there. That man like lines up directly behind the center sometimes. Well, has when he was playing. But yeah, no, I see that argument for Josh Allen. I just didn't think he could fit, bro. His accuracy issues in college were ridiculous. I mean, he probably had the biggest come up at the NFL level of all time, arguably. From what he looked like in college to what he looked like to what he is now in the NFL is probably the biggest difference in accuracy improvement I've ever seen. It got to be up there. And I just feel like Trey Lance not even being as inaccurate, not having as bad of mechanics. I feel like if Josh Allen can do it, why can't Trey Lance? That's my main argument for him. And even then, when Josh Allen was horrible his rookie year, even if you can still win, they still won games because he's so athletic. Same thing with Trey Lance. Trey Lance is the same type of athleticism, if anything, just faster. And you can win games just while he's learning to become a better passer and a more consistent passer, more accurate, better decision maker. You can win games just off of him being athletic and playing like a Russell Wilson type of guy off schedule. I think Trey Lance's floor is higher than what people give him credit for. I mean, of course, he can still end up being a draft bust. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm not saying he's this surefire thing. But there's a way to run an offense where Trey Lance can win the NFC East this season coming up. That you can definitely do that. Rico is the best. Watch the football team content. Man, I appreciate that, Kobe. Man, really appreciate that. Just to let you know, I live stream every Sunday and we live stream every Friday. Friday is more talking about everything though, like music, basketball, other sports. I mean, women, food, anything, cologne. We talk about everything on the Friday one. Whatever's just going on in the news. This Sunday one is more football and more burgundy and gold. Lance doesn't need elusiveness like Lamar. Yeah, Lamar's elusiveness is just to the point that, like, it's like a little overkill. Like, you don't need to be as fast as Lamar. We see that Josh Allen, just let you know, Trey Lance is more athletic and more mobile than Josh Allen, than Justin Herbert, than Pat Mahomes, than Aaron Rodgers, than all of these guys. Now, of course, a lot of those guys I named are better pocket passers than him right now. But, like, all of these guys that we talk about being freak athletes, even Mitch Trubisky keeps getting second chances because people like, he's athletic, keep trying, he can probably develop. Lance is more athletic than Trubisky. So it's like, you don't need to be Lamar Jackson to be a mobile quarterback, a successful mobile quarterback in this league. I really, really want Trey Lance. Why do people think we can draft? Yeah, Wilson, I think, is out of reach, though. Wilson is kind of like, it's out of reach, bro. That thing is jumping up. You have to do it over other teams who want a QB, have a better pick, and want to move up. And I think, I think people look at it as we need to trade up for a quarterback before the draft even gets here. No, I mean, it's just be the first pick goes, the third pick, second pick goes, third pick goes, fourth pick goes. If the fifth pick arrives and Trey Lance is still available, then we look around and be like, all right, let's call the fifth pick and see if they're willing to trade. Like, it's, you know what I'm saying? It might, what it would take to get the fifth pick right now may cost more right now than what it would take on draft day. You know what I'm saying? Because then you get a better feel of how the quarterbacks are falling. You get a better feel of free agency has passed, so everybody went and got their quarterbacks. It's probably only a handful of teams, maybe like 3 that still need a quarterback in the draft that bad. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we'll see when the draft comes. So what's the deal? Is Cal Smith out or not? Oh, first of all, appreciate the donation. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. And I don't know. It's not certified yet, but it's looking like it might happen. What time is the live? The live streams on Friday are from 7 to 8. I mean, not my fault. My fault. 8 to 10. 8 to 10. I was thinking of my other show. Friday 8 to 10. That's the It's on the same channel too, but we just talk about everything on there. Stafford is win now. Draft pick is 3 to 4 year development before Super Bowl ready. I see what you're saying, but it hasn't been like that for the past 5 years. With everybody. Some guys come out rookie season balling. Not everybody. I mean, we see Tua struggling. We saw Josh Allen struggle. We saw Pat Mahomes take a year off. But we see guys coming out here year one balling. We see, I'm just saying, trading up isn't easy as other years. Oh, yeah, LC, I agree. Yeah, because a lot of teams need quarterbacks. But we'll see. Maybe a lot of teams fix quarterback in free agency. Maybe like it's a quarterback carousel and guys just go from one team to another. Everybody just plays musical chairs type of thing. Worst come to worst, I like Taylor with the league's opportunities to become best. Yeah, I like Taylor too. I'm just scared of his durability. I'm afraid of his durability, so I just don't want to depend on him to start 16 games. That's why at least if Taylor Heineke's going to have a rookie quarterback learning behind him that can step in. Trey Lance is not what y'all are making him out to be. You guys paint him as the best QB prospect in decades. It just isn't true. I mean, I'm not acting like he's just the greatest thing ever, but but it's just like if guys like Pat Mahomes, guys like Josh Allen could work out, my point is, why can't Trey Lance? That's like the main thing. If Josh Allen, if Pat Mahomes, if Justin Herbert can work out, why wouldn't Trey Lance work out? It's a different NFL now. This is not 10 years ago. Tua is Hawaiian. What was that? Oh, hold on. Wait. What do you first of all, appreciate the donation. My boy Fat American. What'd you think about Powell, the receiver from Clemson? I haven't checked them out yet. I haven't really been deep on receivers yet. Now that it's the off season, I'm about to get deep into my film sessions. But like I've been focusing on quarterback basically all this regular season. Most of my film sessions have been because, like I said, I've watched Trey Lance, Zach Wilson, Trevor Lawrence, Justin Herbert, Mac Jones, and Kyle Trask film sessions over and over again, like more than once. I'll watch it once, take what I take from it, see how I feel about it, write down all my notes, come up with my assessment. Then I went and watched like other people do film sessions on them and see if I agree or disagree, see if I missed something. I'm not going to completely agree with anybody else's film sessions. We're all going to get some type of different notes from it. So then after that, I would go back and be like, why did I miss that? How come I didn't notice that he's good at that or bad at that? And then specifically like Trey Lance, Justin Fields, and Zach Wilson, I went back and watched their film sessions for a third, technically a fourth time if you consider the film sessions I watched of other guys. I went and watched their games again in the eyes of what Scott Turner may want to run, especially after Taylor Heineke did what he did. Then I was like, okay, so if Taylor Heineke can do this in this offense, what would Trey Lance, Zach Wilson, and Justin Fields do? And that's why I love them. I think they're perfect for these. I think Trey Lance is the best fit, but Zach Wilson and Justin Fields in this offense could also be great too. Yeah, and he's my favorite. And he has the highest potential, but I wouldn't say he's the best quarterback prospect because he's not safe. I'm not acting like he's just this surefire Trey Lance that's gonna work out. I'm not saying that. It's just like if you're a smart enough offensive coordinator, you should be able to figure out Trey Lance. If they can figure out Josh Allen, if they can figure out Pat Mahomes, they can figure out Justin Herbert, even Jalen Hurts. I don't even like Jalen Hurts that much, but he even looked good for a game and a half. If you can figure those guys out, Trey Lance is even just as gifted, just as talented, just as athletic, if not more than a couple of them in certain ways. Why wouldn't Trey Lance work is my argument. If it was 8 years ago and there was no such thing as a Josh Allen, no such thing as a Justin Herbert, no such thing as a Pat Mahomes, no such thing as a Jalen Hurts, Kyler Murray, all of these guys, then I would be hesitant like y'all. But it's literally like 90% of it is these other guys worked out. Trey Lance looks better than them at certain things. Of course, worse than them at certain things. But he looks better than them in certain ways. So if these guys can work out, why can't he work out? That's my main point with Trey Lance. Plus Scott Turner's offense just looks so beautiful with it. First round QB such as Pat Mahomes, Deshaun Watson, Justin Herbert, Josh Allen, and Jordan. Yeah, Deshaun Watson, all of these guys. Isn't that bad. They have good perspectives. Now, I disagree with Walter Football more than I agree with Chris Cooley more than Walter Football. I agree with the Draft Network more than Walter Football. Not to say Walter Football is wrong or anything. It's just my personal opinions on certain things, like certain hires, certain draft prospects. I tend to take something different than what Walter Football comes out with. Like the way he ranks players and their advantages and disadvantages. I tend to disagree with them sometimes. It's not often, I'm just saying more than like the Draft Network guys like Jordan Reed or like REID and Trevor Sikkema and John Ledger and those guys. Like I agree with them more than I agree with Walter Football. But Walter Football, I agree with him on a lot of stuff. But just, I don't know. He's not Walter Football isn't my go-to website for reference. Because I don't know. From history, I tend to agree with him less than other guys. I agree with them more than I disagree with them. But I'm just saying, like, those other guys I go to first for a second opinion. Even like, Matt Waltman. Matt Waltman on YouTube. Brett Coleman. I agree with them how they judge stuff more than Walter Football. Me personally. Trey Lance, from a skill set perspective, Lance fits in with other recent first-round picks. His size, arm strength, running ability, and big play potential are in line with the others. Yeah, basically. That's one thing I agree with. I laugh at the notion that the NFL is different. The game has been the same for 100 years, only improved. Nothing is different at all. It's definitely different. I'm not even about to debate that. This is a whole different NFL. Even the way the rules are set up. Like, the NFL is completely different. Justin Fields is trash. I don't hate Justin Fields like that, like y'all do, man. I'm not gonna just do the Ohio State stigma. Just hope we get Lance or Wilson and draft me too. If you go Stafford, you can win now. I have years to pick the right guy. That's perfect for us. I wouldn't say it's perfect, but again, it's an argument about which option is better than the other. I don't think getting Matthew Stafford is a bad idea. I just prefer the other ideas. That's what I'm saying. Trey Lance could turn out like Josh Allen or like Dwayne Haskins. No, the thing is, with Trey Lance, he can never be as bad as Dwayne Haskins because he's freakishly athletic. That's the difference. That's the big difference between a Trey Lance, Zach Wilson, Justin Fields, and a Dwayne Haskins. There's no way they could ever be as bad as Dwayne Haskins because at the very least, you could run the same offense the Eagles did with Jalen Hurts when he's not very accurate. Lamar Jackson isn't a great pocket passer, but he's still, he's not Lamar Jackson athleticism, but you see what I'm saying? You can design an offense that at least you can win games with an inaccurate Trey Lance or an inaccurate like how they did with Josh Allen even his first year when he sucked. Just off of mobility. Dwayne Haskins doesn't have mobility, so if he can't throw in the pocket, if he's not accurate, if his mechanics aren't consistent, there's no reason of throwing him out there type of thing. Teams wants to win now. Veteran QB is what we need and develop young QB for the future. I really do got to get out of here, though. Start winning now. We will be winning for a long time. If we get Lance, ain't it, we may miss a Super Bowl opportunity. I see that. Yeah, it's not a guarantee that Lance will work, but I think the floor is way higher than y'all feel. Because if you can design offense around these other guys, you can design an offense to get great production out of Trey Lance early on too. I agree. I think Trevor Lawrence is the real deal. I think Trevor Lawrence is going to be great too. And again, like I said months ago, I went into Trevor Lawrence tape like, let me find what's wrong with him. People are hyping him up too much. There's no way he's this good. And I walked away thinking he was that good. I'm sorry. Like, I tried to find the bad things. And there were certain things you can point out, like he hasn't necessarily had to read the field and all that type of stuff. But Trevor Lawrence is a dog, bro. I think he's going to be great. As a passer, Lance definitely has next level ability. He has a strong arm capable of making all of the throws at the pro level. I agree. Rico, that's why Walter Football is good, because they're often correct and you're always way off base. I hate him. Keep digging those holes, bro. I hate him. That man smokes. Brett Coleman is the same dude that said Giants had to get Haskins because he was a sure thing. I never said I agree with everything he says, but I definitely agree with Brett Coleman more than I agree with Walter Football. Overall, Lance has good accuracy and his deep ball precision is very impressive. He consistently lost passes downfield to lead his receivers over the top of coverage. But Rodney, bro, tell him, bro. Rodney be coming here with straight facts, bro. He got to be the most factual person that pulls up in here, man. Lance shows the ability to fire fastballs to the sideline and has no problem airing out deep balls, bro. Don't do it to him, Rodney, bro. Pat Mahomes in the Super Bowl in year 2, bruh. Rodney, you ain't gotta keep bringing up stats like this, bro. You ain't gotta keep bringing up facts like this, bruh. I'll say Lance has good touch of the football, but the accuracy isn't there. It'll get there. Again, if Pat Mahomes, Josh Allen can figure it out, he can figure it out. If you watch film, you see he just does not have NFL starting ability. Oh, so you just straight up don't like Justin Fields. Oh, no, yeah. We definitely have, two different opinions on Justin Fields. I think he's gonna be really good. I think Zach Wilson's gonna be great too. He said we got Rico hostage. I'm for real about to dip out though. I might get a baby Rico shirt. And Rico tells Shay, I said, I got you. Well, I don't really be speaking to Shay all the time. Like, generally I end up talking to Shay when we talk on the Friday thing. Like, he doesn't have Xbox, so he's not in my party chat all the time. So I don't talk to Shay probably as much as y'all think I do. But hey man, I might text him. I might have to go ahead and text him just for you, Smokes. If Lance says he can be nice, QB rank is Lawrence, Lance, Wilson, Mac Jones, Fields. Dang, you that low on Fields? Under Mac Jones? Oh, no. Well, Andy Reid until the Chiefs with Washington. Ron Rivera finally has full control. That's a good point. Slick, good point. Not going to judge players off of their college performance because there are way reports saying Mahomes wasn't any good as well. And that's what I'm saying. Trey Lance is literally this year's Mahomes, this year's Josh Allen. People thinking he's going to go 20. That was Jordan Love last year, even though I don't like Jordan Love. I don't think Jordan Love's going to be that great. But it's literally the same thing. A quarterback that people think is going to go in the 20s and it may end up going top 12, top 10. And people are going to think they reached on him. And then they're going to end up being great. May not be great rookie season, but sophomore year, maybe at the latest their third year, they're going to be great. I mean, I think Trey Lance is literally on the way to that same exact trajectory. Bars are like jokes. If I tell a joke and no one gets that, is that joke really fire? Copy that and send it to I got you, so let me write that down. I got you. I'm gonna send that exact sentence to shit. I think Ron is in control in Washington. Is gonna help out a lot. Alright, I'm for real about to dip out here though. People forget. People didn't like Andy Reid hire with the Chiefs. Exact. That is very true. But yeah, Kobe, man, I appreciate you gonna get the baby Rico shirt. I appreciate it. I need to add more merch though, for real. I need to add more. Zach Wilson is not going to be Patrick Mahomes. No, Zach Wilson doesn't even have the potential to be a Patrick Mahomes because he's not as athletically gifted. You know what I'm saying? Trey Lance has Pat Mahomes' potential. I mean, it's hard to say that because Pat Mahomes is potentially the best quarterback of all time. But Trey Lance has a better chance of being Pat Mahomes than Zach Wilson. But Zach Wilson is a safer prospect maybe than Trey Lance as far as pocket passing goes. He's a little bit more polished than Trey Lance, but he's not like this just ridiculously athletically gifted. Zach Wilson will never be Pat Mahomes. I think Zach Wilson would be great, but Zach Wilson doesn't have the arm strength and all of that Pat Mahomes has. He's not up there. Trey Lance could. It's not likely, but Trey Lance has a chance. Zach Wilson doesn't. Thanks for the stream. Appreciate that. I judge off potential. I think Trey Lance is the highest ceiling in the draft. He does. Trey Lance does have the highest ceiling in the draft. Definitely. Lawrence, Fields, Wilson, and Lance will all be successful. I think so too. I really think this quarterback draft is going to go down in history. Like I've been saying for months, I'm never you got to take a quarterback this draft guy. I'm build through the trenches, make sure your offensive line is perfect, make sure your defensive line is perfect, get you some edge rushers, then worry about quarterback. But this year, especially with how our team is currently constructed, where we're like literally basically a quarterback away from Super Bowl, but this year's quarterback class made me be like, we got to get one of these guys. I believe all of these guys are going to be great. In a normal QB class, where I don't think at least 3 or 4 guys are going to be great, I'm like, well, whatever. We can get quarterback later or whatever. Go get free agency, draft one in the 3rd round or later. But no, I think Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, Justin Fields, and Lawrence will all be successful, just like J-Do said. So that's why I'm just so bent on getting a quarterback in this draft. Show me photos of Lance playing Little League Baseball, and I'm in. We don't know that though. Just depends on where you go. Everybody's offense different. Maybe Dwayne would be nice for Pittsburgh. No, that's a good point. That's what I'm saying. A lot of this is predicated on where Trey Lance goes if the offensive coordinator actually builds around him. I think we would. I think we do. I think we would. I think Scott Turner would design an offense perfect with Trey Lance because his offense that he already has is really good for it. I think he'll just add some tweaks here and there, and it'll work out. Rico, do you love living in the South? I love being from the South, but New York's my favorite place to live. I lived in New York for 5 years, and I plan on going back. I love being from Atlanta though. Like I wouldn't want to be from anywhere else in the world. Even though I am jealous of like how people grew up in Cali like in the early 2000s, 90s. Same thing with New York, growing up in New York in the 90s, early 2000s. That seemed fun, like really fun just to be in that environment, like culture, music, and all of that. But I'm really happy I'm from Atlanta and nowhere else. I used to live in Alabama until 1.5 years. Now I'm in Kansas City. Oh, that's what's up. So you Southern too then? Okay, bet. But yeah, nah, New York is my favorite place to live. Out of everywhere I've been. I mean, Paris is nice. Italy's nice. Morocco's nice. Spain's nice. DMV's nice. And I love Atlanta, it's home, but nothing's New York to me. I'm really about to get out of here though. I'm not sold on Fields. I hate Trevor Lawrence's hair. Listen of what I've seen already. Wilson's the only one I don't have a gripe with. You hate Trevor Lawrence. And they never were taught to you to say, I really doubt all of them. Nah, that's a good point too. The odds of everybody being great is crazy. That is pretty, but the Josh Allen draft, a lot of them guys have ended up being really good. I mean, not everybody, but I think it's like 3 of them. Who was the Josh Allen draft? And then I'm for real dipping out of here. Then I'm for real going. I think the Josh Allen draft had like 3 guys. I think the Deshaun Watson draft had like 3 guys also. Because the Josh Allen was like the Sam Darnold and all of them, right? 2018 draft. So Baker Mayfield, that's good enough. Sam Darnold, nah. Even though, I mean, he still has a chance, but now I'm going to count him as a no. Josh Allen, yes. Josh Rosen, no. And then Lamar Jackson, right? So that's 3. 3 out of 4. Hey, I'll take those chances. Same thing with the Deshaun Watson draft. Wasn't it Watson, Mahomes? The Bears took Trubisky, though. I'm so sorry, AGM, bro. That's still funny to me because I know a Bears fan personally, so we all always laugh at him about Trubisky. I clicked on the wrong button. 2017 draft, right? What am I looking at? What's the information we looking at? All right, bet. All right, Mr. Trubisky. I think he technically made a Pro Bowl, but that doesn't. I'm not counting Mr. Trubisky. I'm sorry. He technically made a Pro Bowl, but no. Pat Mahomes, Deshaun Watson. I thought that was a 3rd. Maybe I'm tripping. It might have just been 2. But I'm still taking my chances. I'm taking my chances. And again, even so, against the odds, I'm higher on this QB class than most other ones. Why y'all gotta do it? Rico, what's your favorite game you play? Overall in life, Halo. But right now I play Hunt and Ark and occasional Warzone. Best QBs in the league have been background in baseball. Wilson, Breeze, Brady, Eli, Elway. I mean, I see the correlation, but that's not all of them. And plus, Eli. Trevor Lawrence got a horse face. Y'all, all right, I'm out, bro. Take care, y'all. Y'all remember Blake Boy. Yeah, all right. All right, y'all, man. I'll catch y'all I'll catch y'all Friday for the Friday night stream. And per usual, I'm going to do these Sunday streams from 1 to 3. It's always 3-ish, though. We always end up going over. What else? Oh, of course, I'm coming out with film sessions throughout the off season. Coming out with, we're going to do a live stream together, too. Like, I want to do a mock draft live stream where, like, we together pick players. Like, we go down and pick guys together. And it's going to be, like, we might do, like, we might do one where we pick for everybody in the first round, like, every team. We might also do one for the burgundy and gold all 7 rounds. But I do want to do a mock draft simulator with y'all to where, like, we vote together and we do one together. And then, of course, I'm doing at least 5 mock drafts that I do personally. Already did the Draft Network Simulator one. I'm going to do a trade-up scenario, trade-back, a dream scenario where everything is just perfect, unrealistic, and then I'm going to do a realistic one after, like, the weird way we're going to do the combine once we see who our team is actually looking at, who they had virtual meetings with, and things like that. And then, of course, I'm going to do film sessions about players that are already on the team. I'm going to do, like, a Cameron Curl season review film session, Chase Young, all of those guys, Logan Thomas. I'm going to do film sessions on potential free agents, like, what would Allen Robinson look like in our offense type of thing. And then, of course, draft prospects, and then after the draft happens, I'm going to do film sessions, or at least, like, analysis of each draft. And y'all already know I'm a live stream at least rounds through 5 of the draft. You already know I live streams round 1 through 5, so we live stream on day 1, round 1, day 2, rounds 2 through 3, and then at least rounds 4 and 5 on day 3. So just be on the lookout for all of that, man. And I have videos coming out all week. Again, I have like 30 video ideas. I mean, I have all the ideas. It just takes time to record it and edit it. Mainly editing. If I could just record a video and just give it out to y'all without editing out breaths, without editing out mistakes, without doing all the special effects I do on it, like with like the pictures and stuff, y'all would literally get like 2 videos a day. Like, I can literally just talk real quick, and because my videos, I'll record for an hour, do like 6 hours of editing, 5-6 hours, and it ends up being like a 30-minute video. So, like, if I were to just record, like, literally just take my phone and just record me in my room chilling, talking, y'all would get a video like this. It would just be like, because I mean, no editing. The worst part is the editing. First of all, I don't like it, and it takes longer. You should make a blooper video. Nah, y'all not gonna see how terrible. Bro, I'd be struggling. It would be random. Brody start barking at Aja, now I gotta go get up and separate them and stuff like that. Like, it's all kinds of dumb stuff that goes on in my videos. It's so stupid. But alright, y'all, man. I'll catch y'all later. I'll catch y'all Friday at the latest. Also Sunday for the live stream. And I'm gonna come out with videos all the way up to then. So make sure y'all stay tuned, man. Make sure y'all subscribe, like the stream on the way out. Catch y'all later. I'm out.